Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's live, we will be discussing whatever we want to because it's 2 cents after dark. This is an open panel show. For those of you that are new here, make sure you punch that like and subscribe button. But this is, one of those shows where we could start off talking about boxing and conversation could just go anywhere. We've had some very, very interesting conversations on here at 2 cents after dark. And what happens at 2 cents after dark stays at 2 cents after dark. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you punch that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure you let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as I go throughout the live. If you're listening to the replay of the live, make sure you hit the heart with the dollar sign. Support the channel. Leave a special thanks below. Let me know you're enjoying the show. If you're listening right now, you can hit the dollar sign 2 cents boxing for the Cash App, or you can let me know and drop it below your 2 cents in a super chat. Scrolling across the bottom of the screen is my shows, the time, and you can see the number on the screen 281-845-2103. That is the call in number. I will open up the phone lines, especially when the panel gets full. I don't want nobody to feel left out. You can always call in and get your 2 cents off. Listen, it's so many things going on in boxing right now. So many things to talk about. I think I just seen somebody put in the chat that Xander Zayas just did a new interview. Um, Bill Haney almost got shot up by Terrence Crawford. Um, Shakur Stevenson might be going to Zuffa, ducking O'Shaquie, ducking, ducking, Devin Haney, lying about the Zuffa did. Like Shakur got a ton of things going on right now. He's definitely been a hot topic in these boxing streets. Um, got David Benavidez. I'm hearing David Benavidez is about to lead the PBC. I'm just hearing all kind of crazy stuff. The WBC is now going to work with Zuffa, even though Zuffa been putting out a whole smear campaign against the WBC, and they've been not paying sanctioning fees, and the WBC been so corrupt, and the ring belt is like it's been so many things that's going on. Like it's wild. Let me say what's up to the chat. We got Marshawn West in the building. What's up, Marshawn? Where you been, girl? We got Rich in the building. No more sleepwalking. SBG Mello, Thrill Hill, Kevin House, T Bud Goatford. Rich, you know this live finna be about Shakur as usual. It's no as usual. He's a hot topic right now. Guys, we talk about the hottest topics in boxing. If Shakur's a hot topic right now, yeah, we're gonna talk about him. Like y'all know how this work. I don't understand when we talking about y'all favorite fighters, y'all acting like y'all don't want us to talk about them. Like it doesn't make any sense. What's up, Lee Jackson? What's up, J. Morris Skywalker? Got Crash Crypto in the building. Kurt Hurd. What's up, Kurt Hurd? Thomas Hill in the building. Y'all been here early. Y'all was in here early. Well, I'm here now. We watch Golden Boy and Zuffa doing business. Oscar don't like Dana at all. Imagine that. What do you mean we watch Golden Boy and Zuffa doing business? What business are they doing? We gonna see if this fight get made. But it's crazy. Like I don't understand how y'all keep trying to like take up for Dana and Zuffa. It's the most bizarre thing to me. Like y'all love, y'all love corrupt white men. I mean, y'all really do. Y'all give them the benefit of the doubt. Y'all watching Dana White fuck over fighters in real time right now as we speak. His own UFC fighters is yelling from the middle of the ring that they didn't get their bonus that they were supposed to get. Like that was like 2 weeks ago. Like y'all literally right now watching him fuck over the current fighters being sued, hiding evidence, about the insider trading. They doing all kind of shit. I don't want to hear they all do it. Please don't come over here with that because they're not all changing legislation. They're not all doing that. So no, they're not all doing it. I don't want to hear all of that. And I'm trying not to go on a rant, but it's just so much in my brain. Cause I'm not understanding, bro. I'm really not. And I don't. The thing that really like grinds my gears is how people try to take things and turn them into emotional arguments. Like women, like why do y'all do that? Oh, it's cause you mad. Oh, it's cause you don't like them. Oh, it's cause you don't like what? Anyway, anyway, anyway. So what we gonna talk about first tonight, y'all? What y'all want me to cook on first tonight? Cause it's been a ton of. I mean, it's been a ton of things going on. It's been a ton of things going on. You know what I really wanted to cover real quick is this video I seen with Sean Zattel talking about the Benavidez situation. So that's what we're gonna get. We're gonna start right there tonight. We're gonna get started with the David Benavidez, Jai Opetaia situation because let me tell you, Zuffa, the marketing, the promoting, they've been doing an excellent job. We talking about Zuffa right now. We talking about Zuffa, Zuffa, Zuffa. Shout out to Zuffa. They got us talking about him. They got us talking about him. But what I want people to understand and what I really want people to get, and it just seems like they don't want to take a look beneath the surface, right? They don't want to just pick up the rug and look and see if they need to sweep under there. This is a political game that we're watching right now. This is politics, period. It's politics. What's more important than money in politics? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let y'all answer. What's more important than money in politics? Let me see if y'all know the answer. This is a high IQ platform, so if you glitching and malfunctioning, then this might not be the conversation for you. No offense. I mean, it's cool. If you don't want to talk about this kind of stuff, if you just want to see the fights, if they grown men and they can sign what they, if that is your opinion, that is absolutely fine with me. You could skip out on the conversation. See, I had about 4 people drop off. That's cool. Because I told y'all, we're not about to let people go to Zuffa and then try to create narratives that people are ducking. Because when people go to Zuffa, like y'all mad people saying if Shakur go to Zuffa, he ducking. So if we can't say if you go to Zuffa, you ducking, then we're not gonna say if people don't want to go to Zuffa, they're ducking. I'm gonna repeat that. If people, if somebody say Shakur Stevenson is going to Zuffa. And people say, oh, he a duck, he a duck. And then people say, oh, he a duck because he going to Zuffa. He get it. When you say, okay, well, David Benavidez don't want to go to Zuffa. Oh, David Benavidez don't want to go to Zuffa. He a duck. How is he a duck? Because he don't want to go to Zuffa. But Shakur Stevenson is not a duck for going to Zuffa. I'm asking. Y'all know me, I'm full of questions. I just got questions. Because I like things to make sense. I want to understand. I want to understand. So I'm gonna say it. This is my last time saying it. Then we're gonna move. I'm gonna keep the conversation going because I want y'all to think about this. If Shakur Stevenson is not a duck for going to Zuffa, then David Benavidez is not a duck for not going to Zuffa. So I'm gonna let y'all think about that. Ishmael, character and being honorable is not more important than politics. Definitely isn't important at all. Character and honor is that's not important at all in politics to politics. That's not important. That shit gonna get you out of politics. That's that honorable and character. That shit gonna make you lose fooling with politics, especially on a national level. Maybe not on the local level, well, for sure on the national level. So the answer is power. Power is the name of the game. We playing these political games because we want what? Power. Zuffa want to change, and the men of Muhammad Ali act why? So they can have more what? Power. So if the WBC and if the sanctioning bodies and Zuffa is having power struggles right now, you gotta kind of listen to what they're saying because y'all think that Dana White can talk shit and Turkey Al-Sheikh can try to throw the belt off the stage and only want his belt shown, and they can disrespect and f the sanctioning bodies, and we don't need them. They can go to the Senate hearing and talk bad and point out every single thing that the sanctioning body. They can do all of that and then come back and be like, you know what? You know what? Psych. All that shit we was talking. Come on now, you know we didn't mean it. Look at me. Come on. Suleiman. You know we cool, bro. You know I didn't mean that. Come on. You know we wrote that 2030 plan. We weren't really finna try to take over. I mean, I know we went to the sanction and to the Senate hearing and we just trashed y'all. We was making up all kind of shit that wasn't even true. But I mean, I'm just saying we just had to do what we had to do to get this bill passed. So come on, let's team up. Let's work together. And y'all think Suleiman is like, oh, the WBC. Oh, yeah, of course, the WBC. We love to work with you. But then you see him sit on the interview and he'll say, oh, well, as long as everything is within the rules, of course we'll work with them. So as a person that's, I'm into politics, not because I want to be a politician, I find it really entertaining and very interesting. And I'm very familiar with doublespeak. Now, could he work with them and they fight for the belts and do all that? Absolutely, they could. But I'm just thinking in my mind, as of right now, anytime Zuffa and sanctioning bodies and belts is involved, we've seen belts go the other way, right or wrong. Hitchison, belt drop. Jai Opetaia, strip. Jai Opetaia about to fight for the WBC belt, snatched away. So as of right now, we haven't seen a sanctioning body belt go Zuffa's way. So then I hear Mauricio Suleiman say, as long as they are within the rules. So, well, what are the rules? I don't know if y'all have ever read the WBC rules. Maybe once I get my membership and all that stuff open, we'll do that, or maybe one of my, or whatever the case may be. But they can make up, and then it's just so much. They can basically, first of all, if you read the rules are contradictory. You can do this in this paragraph, and you can't do it in this paragraph. But if you pay $15,000, you could do it in this paragraph. And then at the very end, it basically say we can change and make up any rule as we go. So who's to say that every time it's time to fight for that WBC belt or something going down like that, they don't start playing games with the rules and stuff? Or maybe they'll let this fighter fight for it because maybe they don't think they fighter gonna lose, so they'll let them fight for it. But maybe they think they fighter can lose, so they're gonna change the rule. Y'all know how the WBC do. It was y'all coming to tell me when I was saying that they need to pay their sanctioning fees. Y'all was coming to tell me that the WBC is corrupt and where's the money going and all of this stuff. So now I'm trying to figure out, why is everybody excited about the WBC working with Zuffa? So they cool with paying the sanctioning fees now? I thought the ring belt was the only thing that mattered. They put out this whole campaign about paying the sanctioning fees and $15,000. Oh, they wanted 300,000. They didn't want to take what I wanted to give them. Terrence Crawford being all sassy in his phone, yelling in his phone. They didn't want to take what I wanted to give them. Like that's how business work. Like you just call somebody and you tell them what fees you gonna pay them. You call the organization and you tell the organization what fees you gonna pay them. I don't care if the other two organizations let you do that. The WBC, they don't gotta let you do that. So I don't understand why now y'all want. So do y'all want are you, sanctioning fees or not? If the ring belt is the most important belt and it's the only thing that matters, why is Dana White and want his fighters to fight for WBC belts, which is the same belts that y'all was just complaining about the sanctioning fees about? And I keep seeing people in the chat, 2 cents. I thought you didn't care about the belts. First of all, I've never said I don't care about the belts. I said the belts is cool, but they're not the end all be all. And why are they not the end all be all? Because they're too political. I've been saying that since I started my channel. And then when the belts get the politic and people want to be all in their feelings, oh, it ain't fair. They're supposed to do this. But nobody was saying the WBC was corrupt when they put Terrence Crawford in position to fight Canelo to go up two whole weight classes and skip people so he could get his fight. Not damn person was saying how corrupt and crazy that was that he get to jump up two weight classes and skip the line and fight Canelo for undisputed. When it's plenty of people that deserve that shot before Terrence Crawford. But not one person had a problem with the WBC. They had no problem with the WBC then. Not no problem. So it's almost like y'all just kind of go with the wind. Y'all just, oh, we ain't got a problem with Terrence Crawford skipping the line. That's cool. Oh, they don't want to pay their sanctioning fees. They corrupt. Where's the money going? Oh, we happy the WBC. Mario Studio Suleiman said they could fight for the belt. We happy the WBC and Zuffa. Like what? Yeah. This is what I'm saying. This is what I mean by hardcore fans don't be standing on nothing. They just be flip flopping. They just be going with whatever. Hey, hold on, y'all. My water bottle frozen. Hey, I'm thirsty. All right. I'll be getting dry doing all this talking. Where was I at? So that's what I'm confused about, right? And once again, people keep want to act like um the whole build and Zuffa thing is just so cut and dry. It's all very ambiguous. Nobody knows what's really going on. Mauricio Suleiman, like, oh, I don't know why the public thinks that, blah blah blah. Like, you know why the public think that? Like they've been shitting on you for how long? They've made people feel as though you're a corrupt organization. I mean, people already thought that. People already knew that. But now it's out like in the casual space. Like it's like, oh, this whoever these WBC people are, they're corrupt. Red flag, red light. They're charging fees for events they're not even part of, even though that's in their rules and in their bylaws, and all the fighters are aware of that. So I guess people don't have issues with paying sanctioning fees again because they're excited that the WBC is working with Zuffa allegedly. Again, we haven't seen Zuffa fight with anybody with a sanctioning body belt yet so far. People keep saying, oh, well, the Conor Ben and Ryan Garcia fight. That fight is not finalized. I don't even know why they keep talking about it on TV, to be honest with you. Like, why do you keep coming out talking about this fight if it's not finalized? I think Ryan bullshitting. If you know you already fighting in Vegas and the date, then that means you already know your opponent, Ryan. You're not out here with a date, time, location, but no opponent, Ryan. But we'll see. Because if you listen to that Suleiman interview, he was like, "Oh yeah, they should be able to fight," but Conor Ben was supposed to do something, and he took another fight, so we'll see. He ain't never really say it was in stone. Like you heard him say, "Oh yeah, they could fight for the Zuffa belt," and then it's like, yo, ears shut off, but you didn't listen to everything that he said. As long as it's within the rules. Oh yeah, Conor Ben, yeah, yeah, I think they'd be able to fight. But he was supposed to do blah blah. He was supposed to fight another fight, and he took another fight instead. So we'll see what they do with that. I think it's interesting. Hold on, y'all. What's y'all 2 cents about it? Because the thing that was interesting too that he also said was they're not a league right now. So what happens to all these Zuffa fighters, all these fighters that sign into Zuffa now before they become a league? Like once, you know what I'm saying? And so Zuffa is a league and a promotional company. So you got Zuffa Promotions and then you got Zuffa the UBO. I was asking these questions and people acting like they giving me answers, but y'all don't know either. Y'all don't know either. Y'all don't know either. We just gonna have to wait and see what happens, I guess. But there's no reason why we can't ask these questions and have these conversations. Nobody's complaining. Nobody's being emotional. It's a brand new outfit. They changing legislation. They offering people $100 million that don't even come nowhere near $100 million. So we just trying to figure out what is going on. We're trying to figure out if you go to Zuffa, who will you fight, and what does that mean for the fights that people already wanted to see you in? What does that mean? So now we slide into the Oshaki Foster Shakur Stevenson situation because that question kind of leads into that conversation, right? So let's have that conversation. All of a sudden, let's start from the beginning. We're going through all of this. We're going through I'm talking about temper tantrums, name calling, they teaming up, they huddling up at the gym. They in the middle of the gym every day before sparring. They huddle up. It's like Ray Ford, Shakur. He just said all the boxing brothers. They in the middle of the gym. They're like, okay, all right, let's go. We got a fight coming up, Ray. You got a fight coming up. We really need. I need you to beat Oshaki. All right, y'all ready? Boxing brothers on three. One, two, three. Boxing brothers. They sparring and you know what I'm saying, sparring, helping each other, trying to win fights together. They teaming up. They writing love letters to each other on the internet, tongue kissing after sparring. They got all this crazy shit they got going on. But we're going through all of this with Shakur and Oshaki because Shakur got beat up in sparring. Shakur got beat up in sparring. And that has caused this whole crazy line of events that we're going through right now. So Shakur tells Oshaki, you beat Ray Ford and I'll fight you. Right or wrong. That's the condition. That's been the lead up. That's been talked about this whole fight. They've been up there going back and forth. They've been back arguing about Shakur. Ray Ford been arguing. His trainer been arguing. His team been arguing. O'Shaquie been laughing at them the whole time. Like, what is y'all so mad for? And I had the same question. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ever see people just that be so mad and overly emotional for no reason? You just looking at it's like you can't even get mad because there's nothing for you to be mad about. And so you looking at them and you like, what are you so mad for? What could I have done to possibly make you this mad? What did O'Shaquie do to Shakur, Ray Ford? What did he do to them to make them so mad? That was always my question, the whole build up. He laughed at him the whole time. Like, come on, man. Why is you acting like this? So we get to the fight. I went to the fight. I told y'all about that experience. It was fun. It was electric. Crowd was packed. He came out with Trey the Truth. Then they dropped the J Dog first 48. The crowd went wild. He almost stopped him in the 11th. Everybody was on their feet. They was cheering. They was chanting his name in the crowd. It was cool. It was awesome. I had no idea O'Shaquie Foster had that kind of love and a fan base like that. I was always on the fence about O'Shaquie just because his style's not aggressive enough, right? But I like him. He's a good fighter. He's a good boxer. So then Shakur hops in the ring. He like, oh, I got you next. You know, Shaki just trying to let's set it up. Let's set it up. Let's set it up. Then Shakur Stevenson he jump out his body. He jumping up and down. Bro, bitch, you fort right, bro. Are you talking about sparring right now, Shakur? You're talking about you're this up. You're this animated, upset, heated, emotional about practice. Practice. We talking about practice, not the fight. Practice. Got you outside of your body, jumping up and down. You in the ring, taking your jewelry off. Oh, Rick Timms, you was at the fight? I should have known Rick Timms was gonna be at the fight. But I had Rick Timms, you ain't even come by the channel before the fight. I didn't even get to talk to you about it. So you jumping up and down out of your body, talking about practice. And for some reason, people don't see like why this is strange. Oh no, Shaq been disrespecting Shakur. How has Shaq been disrespecting Shakur? They the ones that's been disrespectful. They're the ones that's been disrespectful. Shaq ain't said nothing. He said, listen, I beat him up in sparring. He got mad. He quit. He came back the next day. We smart again. Like, it was just a regular little story about sparring. About practice. Not the fight. Practice. I want y'all to keep in mind, all of this is coming because Shakur got beat up in practice. And it's like y'all not y'all putting this in perspective, or y'all don't see like why people is like, man, this dude is really tripping. He got in the ring talk, and then he started cussing, man, you a bum, you a bum, you a bitch, you a bitch. Why are you this mad? Because I did what you asked me to do. The terms and conditions that you set, I succeeded. So I called you in the ring and you know what I'm saying? I'm not telling him how he should have responded. I'm not mad about how he responded. And I'm not saying how he responded was wrong. I'm giving you my 2 cents and my observation, my critiques and my criticisms about the situation. To me, and he was tripping. Just like I don't understand why Tank keep fucking with Richardson Hitchison. Like, why is he so mad at Richardson Hitchison? And why is Richardson Hitchison sharing private messages? Like these guys do some of the most feminine things I've ever seen in my life. I promise. I don't know. Maybe my friend, the dudes I kicked it with, maybe they acted like this when people wasn't around. I don't know, but I ain't never seen no niggas acting like this. I really haven't. They don't be caring like that. But I know boxers are emotional and they sensitive, so maybe that's why we getting this type of energy going on right now. Or maybe they do be tongue kissing after sparring. I don't know. So Shakur in the ring, he out of his body. O'Shaki like, man, what's up? Watch out. Why you doing all that? Why you doing all that? Let's make the fight. Let's shake on it. Shakur don't want to shake on it. He don't want to do bow. Okay, cool. So the fight over, and then you got the fans like, hey man, we want to see this fight. I want to see O'Shaki. Now, people say O'Shaki ain't got a chance. I don't have a problem with that opinion or that perspective. People say ain't no he can't do nothing, he ain't gonna be able to do nothing, he ain't okay, that's listen, he ain't gonna do nothing, he ain't gonna be able to do nothing, he too small, he wanted at 140. All of those may be valid reasons and y'all may be absolutely 100% correct, but guess what? Shakur himself is the one that put out the stipulation. He put out the stipulation. He was down there helping Ray Ford practice and spar, rubbing his muscles down with icy hot after they was done. I don't know what all they had going on. So now it's time for you to do the expectation that you set for the fans. And this is what I've been pointing out to y'all about Shakur for a very long time. Even when Juke first came, Juke was like, oh, I'm a Shakur fan. I love Shakur. I want to brush his hair. And I was like, Juke, Shakur, he all smoking mirrors. Juke is smoking mirrors. You gonna see. I told her, Juke, you gonna see. So now I feel like it's all being exposed at this point. And just because you're being exposed, I mean, it's not like you're doing something quote unquote wrong or bad, but I'm just saying you didn't have Juke. So you didn't have obviously any intentions on fighting on Shaki Foster. Because now it's rumors, or I don't know, but it's rumors going around that you might be going to Zuffa. And what Shakur likes to do is he likes to put expectations out, over promise and under deliver. He does this over and over and over. And I'm like, I wonder why he keeps doing that. And then he likes to make a promise, throw it out there. And then when you be like, Shakur, what's up? What happened today? He gets mad at you. And then he be like, oh, what the force funny forcing me? Why I gotta fight everybody? Why I gotta fight at 135, 130, 147? Why you're not asking nobody else to do it? When you're the one that said you would fight Conor Benn at 147 pounds, no fans was thinking about that. You're the one that said if O'Shaki fight Foster beat Raymond Ford, you would give him a shot. Nobody, you put that out there. So now the fans are holding you up to the expectation that you said. You said it. Literally, it wasn't like it wasn't like an insinuation, like, oh, if Shaki beat Ford, he gonna fight Shakur next. Like it wasn't like a thought that the fans were saying and like, oh, this should happen. The whole fight, the whole buildup, the whole attention to the fight was based on people wanting to see if he beats Ford so he can get the fight with you. And now that the situation is happening, he won. We moving the goalposts. Now O'Shaki Foster is too small. Can somebody tell me in the chat how tall O'Shaki Foster is? How tall is O'Shaki Foster? I'll wait. I need to get something to drink. I'm gonna get something to drink while y'all tell me how tall he is. So if Shaky Foster is 5'8" and he too small, what is Gervonta Tank Davis? If Shaky Foster is 5'8" and he's too small, then what is Gervonta Tank Davis? Now Tank is bigger than O'Shaquie Foster. How tall is Gervonta Tank Davis? Tank like 5'3" or 5'4". I just don't understand how boxing hacker, you're not about to do that, bro. I was just about to say, Shock is bigger than Tank. So why the hell everybody demanding Tank fight the same folks? I mean, listen, I don't have a problem with them demand. I don't care. Listen, y'all won't Tank to fight these people. I'm not saying he shouldn't. What I'm trying to say is, how is O'Shaquie too small, but Gervonta Tank Davis is not too small? And even if he was too small, it's irrelevant. You know why? Because Shakur Stevenson said, if you beat Ray Ford, I will fight you. Y'all be sure to help support the channel, man. Hit the $ Cash App 2 Cents Boxing, or let me know and drop it below your 2 cents in a super chat. Y'all already know the goal is always 20 super chats. For those of you that don't know, we broke the record. We set a new record for super chats. The new record is 32 super chats. 32 super chats. It's 55 people in here. Y'all make sure y'all punch the like button if you haven't already. Let me get a like check. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Y'all support the channel. Because I gotta bring some logic to these situations. I got just a little bit of logic. I just gotta bring a little bit of logic. Because it be too much emotion involved. It be too much emotion involved. And I get on the panel and I'm like, hold on. I didn't even finish the question. I just asked half the question. Jeez. I'm trying to figure out why we keep moving the goalpost. Like why I mean, he said he was gonna fight him. Why he can't fight him? Shout out to Eric 7 Lax with the $2 in the super chat, showing love to the channel. Shout out to Ishmael with the $2 super chat, showing love to the channel. Okay. So I mean, all of this, I don't know if I can't understand why people is like, he don't need to fight O'Shaquie. He'll beat O'Shaquie. He'll do this. He'll do that. He'll do this. He'll do that. So which one of other Shakur opponents? I mean, I just don't. It's baffling to me. O'Shaquie Foster is better than some of the people that Shakur Stevenson is fought. I wish I could see my face. Y'all know that meme where that girl got the little ponytail at the top and she got her hand up and she like looking like, what the fuck? That's how my face looking right now. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are we talking about? He said he will fight him. It's simple as that. It don't matter if put your money down. Put your money down. If he gonna win, then put your money down. He gonna beat him. If you can't think Shaggy gonna beat him, put your money. Listen, listen, listen. Y'all jumping, deflecting, deflecting, deflecting. The man said he was gonna fight him, and now we finna see if he gonna fight him. It's just as simple as that. Other than that, people gonna talk shit and they gonna have shit to say. They gonna have stuff to say. And that's just it. Because Shakur said he would fight him if he beat Raymond Ford. This is Shakur's doing. This y'all favorite line. He brought it on himself. This what y'all been telling me for weeks. Shakur brought this on himself. You ain't got nobody else to blame. It's nobody else's fault. And then, because I want to get into this other situation where people talking about Benavidez about to lead the PBC, that don't even make no sense. I don't even know why you would even make that up. But you got Shakur Stevenson saying, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna I'm gonna go through these other things, and then I'm gonna open the panel. It's 57 people in here. I'm cooking. Y'all punch the like button. You got Shakur Stevenson saying in the interview, I don't got the clip. The dude say, "What weight class are you fighting at?" Oh man, I don't know. I really don't want to fight at 140, and because I'm really a 30, I'm really a 135 pounder. I'm a little dude. I'm really a 135 pounder. I don't want to fight at 140. I don't want to fight at the division I'm the champion at. I don't want to fight at 140. I'm really a 35 pounder. But I'm calling out fighters at 147 trying to fight them at 144. What does Shakur got going on? I'm just asking. So if you're really a 135 pounder, just fight O'Shaquie Foster at 135 pounds, just like you was finna fight Raymond Muratalla at 135 pounds because Raymond Muratalla wanted to fight you at 140. So because Raymond Muratalla wanted to fight you at 140, you was gonna fight him at 135. And since O'Shaquie Foster want to fight you at 135, you gonna want to fight him at 140. And he said he'll fight you at 35 or 40. And people like, O'Shaquie said he will fight him at 40. But Shakur don't want to fight at 40. So Shakur should be like, I don't really want to fight at 40. Let's fight at 35. He already said that. He already said it. He already said he's really a 135 pounder. He don't want to fight at 140. He want to fight at 135 pounds. So wouldn't it make the most sense for Shaquie Foster and Shakur Stevenson to fight at 135 pounds? Yes or no? I'm asking questions, man. Listen, I'm just asking questions. Shakur, soft touch Stevenson, admittedly, out of his own mouth, on record, said he doesn't really want to fight at the division he's a champion at. He's truly, really a 135 pounder. Even though he's been calling that out people from 147, asking to fight them at 144. And Shakur, he's starting to sound like a little schizophrenic. He all over the place. I'll fight you at 40. No, I want to fight you at 35. Fight you at 35. No, I want to fight you at 40. He in the middle of the ring throwing a hissy fit about practice. Somebody check on Shakur. Y'all hit him in the DM. Ask him if everything okay. Ask him if he good. Because the more I'm talking about this out loud, the more I'm like, man, it's just something that's kind of a miss there. For me, at least. But I don't know if we'll get the fight. And if we don't get the fight, it's going to look bad on Shakur, guys, because he said he would do it. I don't want y'all getting on my panel crying. I've said nothing but facts. I've said not one emotional statement the whole time I've been talking. I've stated nothing. Matter of fact, I've been stating shit Shakur said out of his own mouth. These are his own words. I'm not making any of this up. These are things he said out of his own. Do I need to make a video? Put a one in the chat if I need to make a video. I think I need to make a video. You know what? I think I need to go ahead and make a video. But it takes so long to make them damn videos. And then people still act like they still deny it. They still deny it. You can't deny anything I'm saying right now. Bottom line is, and then we're gonna switch gears here so I can get on this Benavidez stuff. The bottom line is Shakur Stevenson said he would fight O'Shaquie Foster if he beat Raymond Ford. O'Shaquie Foster has said, hey, bro, I'll fight you at 135 or 140, which I don't even know why Shakur would even be trying to say I'll fight you at 140 because he already said he doesn't want to fight in the division that he's a champion at. And he's truly a 135 pounder. But he didn't keep the belt at 135 pounds, the weight that he's truly at. He got stripped of that belt, but that's another conversation. It's nothing but space and opportunity for Shakur Stevenson to keep his word and fight O'Shaquie Foster. But O'Shaquie Foster has come out and said, man, I don't know what the Shakur doing or got going on. I don't know if we can fight or not because he went over there to Zuffa. Let me see if I can find the clip real quick. Let me check my messages real quick. I'm gonna give y'all some time to think about that. We going through all this because Shakur got beat up in sparring. I just want y'all to think about that for a second while I switch gears here to get so we can get to the next topic. This y'all king? Why he biting his lip like that? I got y'all. Hold on. We're gonna play this clip. I promise you we're gonna switch gears here. It's just so much this is such a crazy conversation. And trying to find this O'Shaquie question. All right, here we go.
Like where I don't know what.
Yeah, the Shakur Zuffa thing kind of came out yesterday. Were you surprised when you saw that?
Yeah, for sure. But I've been like we've been hearing it like
Yeah,
circulating for a few
yeah.
months, so I wouldn't have been surprised. But definitely how quick it came about. Yes, definitely.
Knowing what you know about Zuffa, were you surprised initially when you heard that he was going to go there?
Yeah. Just because like where I don't know where the guys go from there. Just because all the big fights and everything is kind of on this side. So I guess if he's signing to fight Conor Ben or I don't know what I really don't know. I can't even tell you.
Can I ask, how do you feel about what they're doing with regards to like their own belt and the new Ali Act and trying to do their own thing as far as boxing is concerned?
Man, I don't know. I honestly don't know because me growing up, I always watched the champions, the WBC belt, IBF, all them WBO, WBA. And it's real history and real legends that I looked up to that fought for these belts. And they mean so much to a fighter that it's kind of hard to take that away and try to change the program. It's gonna be years and years of history that they're gonna have to try to make to be able to, replicate what the WBC and everybody has done. But You know, I'm definitely. I don't know. I couldn't see myself.
I just don't see how you cool with. I just don't see how you cool with somebody doing the exact opposite of what they promised you. They literally, I kept telling y'all, they are making a new side of the street and a new belt. I'm just like flabbergasted that y'all watched this happen in 4K and denied it while it was happening. Jesus.
I just gotta say, I don't know. We gotta see.
All right. He gave his 2 cents about the Zuffa. So let's see him explain the beef with him and Shakur. Let's take a look at that.
Just two-faced it, man. Two-faced it.
What's the genesis of the issue between you and Shakur? Where does this start?
Just two-faced it, man. Two-faced it. He a two-faced snake, man. That's it. He was trying to be out. I mean, we was cool back then, but then when certain stuff transpired, we had a little falling out, and then he came back around and just was like trying to be cool, trying to be friends with me, trying to get me to come over there and spar and everything, and. I told him on the message like, "Hey, I don't do no fake kicking it. I'm cool on all that." And next thing you know, I see his little man's calling me out, and then his little man's exposed him. Like,
I mean, this ain't the first time we heard this about Shakur. So, I mean, is anybody surprised? We've heard this several times from several. Shakur falls out with a lot of people. So, I mean, this ain't the first time we heard about Shakur.
saying that he been basically telling them behind the scenes that he's gonna help him day in and day out if he was to fight me, and he want to be his main sparring partner. So it was just like a bunch of snake stuff. Like, why you trying to get me to come hang and get me to come kick it, and then you telling this guy that? So I'm like, yeah, you the target. Then let's get to you.
After your interaction, he went on X and tweeted, "Boy gonna want to shake my hand after saying he ain't shaking hands. F out of here, let's fight." And then he said, "Look, they starting already. This dude screamed my name on every platform, lie and say he beat me up and ran me out of the gym when I never run from anybody. I'm a man first, gang. Let's get it." And so what happened there in the gym?
Man, he know what happened. I see his people want to come respond now. He know what happened in that gym. He got ran out of there. That's why if you notice, he wasn't training in Houston, and he wasn't fighting. Like, he wasn't training in Houston. After that summer, after we had those sparring sessions and the gym got too hot for him while we were sparring, that's part of the reason he ran out the ring. It got too hot for him, and I was cooking. And he changed up his whole camp and started training in Houston and trying to get used to that heat and everything. So, I mean, he can say what he want. We know what happened. Inside his heart, y'all can see how he responds to everything. Y'all know a liar when y'all see one.
He laughing at the nigga still. He's still laughing at them. He would say, a lie. Like, I don't, Shaki, like, why would he lie about it? He been telling the same story. Just why would he lie? Why would you lie? Why would you lie about practice? That shit like Devin Haney and them be doing. Lying about practice. Lying about practice. Speaking of Bill Haney, Bill Haney. And do you know what? It's crazy how you people hear stuff about Bill Haney and then they act like it's far-fetched. It's not far-fetched to believe that Bill Haney was fucking with Terrence Crawford and burning them, causing chaos. And Bud said he was about to pull a strap. Why are you about to get shot by Bud, Bill? I don't understand. And why do you need to pull a strap on Bill and Devin? Like the whole story is funny to me. Let me see if I can find him. Let me go to Messy Mill. Shout out Mill City. I know y'all done seen this probably 1,000 times, but we finna watch it again because I got to give my 2 cents about the situation. I'm still going. It's been an hour, y'all. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link because I'll be talking and talking and talking. I promise y'all. Because there's been so much going on. I got so much I want to say.
Like a roller coaster, Bernie. No, that's life. You know, it's different things. It's different. You know, everything
Shout out Mill City. This is the fair use, and I'm using it in its fair. So shout out Mill City Boxing. Y'all know what it is.
ain't nothing just one way. But I'm saying every time that you done seen us, you know we done been on business, man. You know we with it 100%, Bernie. What happened? What you talking about? No, I'm saying on everything, on every part of the business, on both inside the ring and outside the ring. Our approach to getting the best fights, our approach to try to get the best work, the professionalism, Bernie, we on top of the game, man. And listen, and you coming from over there with Dev's big homie and Crawford, should know that 100%. I mean, why you saying that? I ain't knocking nothing. I mean, because for one, you should have already known that a deal was on the table for Shakur and Devin right now. And you keep dismissing it like that's not the flyest, best.
Why should Bernie have already known that it was a deal on the table for them right now? Why should he have known that? I'm
Thing in the have it.
What'd you say, Paige?
Why would he give a fuck? What do that got to do? That don't got nothing to do with Bernie. So why would he care if it's a deal on the table or not? The person that actually said it wasn't no realistic thing was Shakur. That came out and said they ain't know nothing about that shit. He capping.
Right, he said you ought to known that it was. Thomas, what's these links in the back? Hey, y'all be sure to punch that like and subscribe button. We got 60 people in here, but I should have 100 likes by now. I definitely should be at 100 likes by the time I get off of this live. Y'all punch the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Be sure to help support the channel. Shout out to J Moore Skywalker with the $10 in the super chat. He says, Tio, boxing hacker, you so weird. Isn't Tiafimo in a timeout for an hour? Correct me if I'm wrong. Shout out to J Moore Skywalker. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. What's up, Rich? What's up, Boxing Hacker? What's up? Hey, Thomas, what's these links you got? Thomas, what's these links you got in the back?
So you know, just off of rip, because we believe what certain fighters say and what certain fighters don't say. And two people up here done told me that, you know, certain fighters tell the truth and other fighters don't. Those are all the words of Shakur Stevenson, or some people who represent Shakur Stevenson.
Hey, Thomas, who said that?
You said that for one.
What I said? Wait, what I say?
You said that fool be capping less than the rest of his contemporaries. You said they all do cap, but you said he capped like on this platform. On this platform.
I ain't never said no shit like that. I said all these niggas
so you know
lying.
he do be capping a lot though, right?
Man, all these niggas lied. I just told you that.
Okay. So Hacker, you definitely ain't said that. You say whenever he say something, Bill say something.
You making up stuff.
Nigga, you have said that before. You said he lied less than the rest of them. You have said that, and on this platform, nigga, I ain't making nothing up.
Yeah.
You said that right here where you stand right now.
Yeah, bring your sources, brother. I'm here.
Hey, you on the other hand, dog, you said that nigga never, he's always to be believed. You said Bill is always to be believed and Dev is. So I can go get some of Devin's lies and Bill's lies too. But this is for sure.
I don't talk like that, Tom.
Bro,
I ain't
I
never
So
know
talked
we
all
like
those
finna,
that.
links
bro.
back there
We
are
finna
his
cover.
words.
Hold on. We finna cover Bill right now. We finna cover Bill
I definitely
right
don't talk like that.
now. So here we go.
On the table at 147 pounds for this title. Now, listen, if he hold on, King. Let me ask you though. I'm just saying this though. Let me finish, and then we can talk. And I'm gonna say because you're saying that you don't know what's going on. I'm seeing you, and I'm like, listen. And all the times that we done stood on business, I'm talking about wanting to work with you guys, whether it be Devin. We've always respected everything about Crawford and him getting down. Now. We've never had the measuring stick to see how Devin does with Crawford in comparison to all them other guys. You dig what I'm saying? And that's not our fault because we know Crawford is the measuring stick. And once he get in there, he's going to be able to see what a nigga got in comparison to this or that. So you can't say that. And you can't say that we weren't willing to give you that look and we weren't looking to get that look and to get that right work. We never could get it. And listen, and
Bill is talking in real. What are you saying, Bill?
Man, he on bullshit, bro.
What are
He's
you
saying a lot
talking
of
about,
bullshit.
Bill? You're not saying nothing.
Bill giving us that circle jerk.
And see, we had never been able to use them as the measuring stick, Crawford. So we want. Look at Bernie face. Look at
Like,
Bernie
what the
face.
fuck is he talking about?
He's talking about sparring Crawford. That's what he's talking about.
Boxing
So
Hacker,
why
don't
you just couldn't
know
just
it.
come out here and say sparring Crawford?
Boxing Hacker, don't act like you know what Bill talking about when Bernie is looking at him like, what the fuck is you talking about?
He's talking about they never got to use.
You don't know
Crawford
what
as
he's
measure
saying
because they
either,
never worked
Boxing Hacker.
together.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
the one thing about it is
driving
with
from sparring.
Crawford, with what I know what Crawford is, listen, if a nigga get up in there on bullshit, he's gonna put that demonstration down. It was never a doubt whether Devin was gonna get in there and try to get down and make Crawford put it down, or was we gonna be able to make him work? But I appreciate the fact that Crawford has always been a mentor to him, right? But our work only was this. Look at this though. What I'm telling you is, when I said that I wanted him to get in there, because I knew at the end, me and you were going to be able to have this conversation. What was the difference between him and Keyshawn, with him and Shakur and him and everybody. But we don't have that. So me and you don't have that ability to be able to talk about the hypothetical, correct?
Well, why the fuck you bring it up?
Yeah, but you didn't went from all over the place.
Exactly.
How do you know what Shakur look?
But Boxing Hacker gonna sit here and act like he know what he talking about.
He's talking about
Exactly.
Look,
Man,
I'll
this
tell you
shit
what he's talking about.
crazy.
This is insane.
so
Boxing Hacker, no, hold on. I don't need you to respond. Let me finish this.
Like he'd have been in there with Crawford. You know what Keyshawn had been in there. So how do you know what Devin is ready for? And how do you know when you judging him, what are you judging him based on?
When I said about what, I feel like, what are you saying? Like, do I think that
Okay, if you judging him
I
on any time.
said you kind of all over the place first.
Okay, so how are you
First you
judging
said,
Devin?
hold on,
Exactly.
first, wait, man, because you're doing a lot of talking. I said, you said about them having a fight on the table. I don't know that they're having a fight on the table. And the kid, Shakur Stevenson, said that he said that wasn't true. Mike Coppinger said that.
So you said, and then you said, let's talk about that one time. When you say Marcus, did you say Mike was lying?
Okay, because Shakur said that was nothing was getting made about that fight.
Okay.
He said he didn't heard nothing. So only I could say, now wait a minute now. We talking about the second party that's involved. Now Mike Coppinger ain't fighting a fucking lick. So if the man involved saying ain't nothing is nothing involved, then I'm gonna believe the motherfucker that's fighting. I ain't gonna believe the motherfucker that's reporting nothing.
Well, I think
Am I correct?
Casually, did you hear me say that it was on the table?
You see the way that nigga reacted?
Did Bill just say, do you believe me when I say it's a fight on the nigga, nobody believes you.
But did you see the way that nigga Bernie reacted?
Well, why are you gonna refer to Mike Coppinger as if Bernie of all people is gonna believe Mike Coppinger over Shakur Stevenson?
So like Mike Coppinger is like the commissioner or something.
But why is Bill doing this though? You feel me? Like, why are you
That
doing
nigga
this?
Zuffa bound
That's
too.
my question.
Because
Because
Bernie's always was talking down to him. So like
he wasn't talking. Listen, y'all stop this talking down shit. He thinks that what did he say? Keyshawn? Did he say Keyshawn or Shakur beat Devin or whatever the case may be? And Devin said is no fight on the table. So if Shakur comes out and he says there's no fight on the table, and I believe there's no fight on the table,
Yeah.
I don't need you coming trying to check me. Talking about I'm acting like I don't know it's a fight on the table when I know, like, what the fuck, like, what you talking about, Bill?
Talking about this on fly shit. Like, nigga, we don't give
If
a
it ain't on the
fuck.
wood, it ain't no good.
I mean, to be fair,
Oh
I
no,
do
I
think
don't
the
even
first
rock
show
with Bernie like that. But Bill is tripping right here because he's trying to be very manipulative. And I keep telling y'all act like y'all can't ever see when this man is being manipulative. This is a
That's just
perfect
boxing happy
example
slow ass.
right here. Right here, what he's doing. He's deflecting, he talking all crazy, he talking in a circle. Like, it's textbook. I don't understand. And that's why Bernie is looking at him like, what the fuck is you talking about?
Right.
Table
You done
and
said
we
that
with
3
it.
times.
Okay, I didn't say that you didn't say that you not willing to fight the man.
No,
That's not
I
what I'm
said
saying.
that I said, okay, now let's go back. My first question is, you don't think that the people, the powers that be that got the money is not trying to make that fight happen?
I'm not saying that if they're not trying to make the fight happen.
See, this is Bill
Yeah.
trying to get his narrative out there. Why the fuck is you asking Bernie? You don't think the people with the money, the powers that be, is trying to get the fight out there? Bernie, like, what are you talking about? Why are you asking me this, Bill? Why is Bill at Boxing Hacker? Why is Bill asking Bernie that?
He said, "Why is he asking that?"
Yeah,
Because
why he asking him that?
he just wants him to know that like they're the ones trying to make the fight.
He didn't want him to know nothing. So try again, bro. That's not the question he asked.
No, he right. He right.
This
He
whole
wanted
conversation is about.
he wants the no, hold on. He wants the public. He wants the public to know. You're right, Boxing Hacker. It's not that he wants Bernie to know. He wants the public to know. That's why he's sitting here saying it on Mill City. I keep telling y'all, Bill Haney gets on this internet. He hears what people have to say, and then he feeds it back to them. He's sitting on here right now trying to create drum up some new narratives up so that people can run around and start talking about on this internet. And I guarantee you his payola syndicate went and back this with some more videos. I'm telling you. But let's see what else he got to say. Somebody chewing on a can, an aluminum can.
Why you say chewing, 2Cents?
But there's no serious talks, and I'm basing that off the man himself. Can you understand that?
Okay,
How can I say if a motherfucker said Bill Haney said this and doing that, but you said opposite? What I believe him over you?
Do you want to see that fight?
Of course I want to see the fight,
Okay,
but wait a minute. Listen, wait a minute.
So is it beyond your?
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
And you know what it sound like though? It sound like they boss it sound like us when we be on these wild channels. That's how it sound like. That's how Bernie going through our frustration. We like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah, because y'all be sounding dumb like Beto. You absolutely right, Rich.
Bill sound like y'all niggas when we go through these
We
wild
know
channels.
he was smacking on something right now,
Okay,
though.
well, since Bill sound like us, I'm gonna kick your ass off of here, Rich. You gonna stop getting on my panel being disrespectful, bro? Who is y'all niggas? I don't sound dumb when I talk. I make sense when I talk. I don't talk in circles.
I mean, Bill's not really talking in circles. I mean, what he's saying is making sense. I think Bernie and him just don't get along for whatever reason.
Hey, Rich.
What's up, man?
You feel like now? Be honest. Do you feel like Bill Haney on some bullshit right now? He's saying a lot of bullshit.
Hell yeah. I don't think. But when I be hearing people say that, but I've been said this. I said that Bill Haney put it to the nigga Mike Carpenter head to say all that shit because the next day Devin Haney put on his Instagram happy birthday Mike Carpenter.
Watch this, Boxing Hacker.
So I been knew all this stuff, but you know we can't really say that Bill Haney did it because he never came out and said he did it. But come on, man, it's plain to see that he put in Mike Carpenter's head to push that narrative to see what the so everybody can see what it is, and then Turkey and them could definitely get behind it. Like, oh, they really do want this fight. You know what I'm saying? It's just really to promote a fight that ain't gonna really happen. You know what I'm saying?
He can do it there. He can do it in any genre.
Even more sense. It makes even more sense that he trying to use Mike Carpenter right now as a reference. He's trying to use Mike Carpenter as a reference over Shakur Stevenson.
Well, no, he's not. Bernie mentioned Mike Carpenter first.
Now, Rich
No, he did not.
Hey, got something to say to you, Hacker.
Yeah,
Boxer Hacker, do you think Bill Haney on some bullshit right now?
no, I don't think so. I think he's just
See?
Of
speaking his
course not.
See?
Of course not.
Belief.
Yeah,
Of
Is it
course not.
beyond your belief?
what's
And
See what
Mike
I mean?
Coppinger that works with Ring Magazine, right? That works with Ring, that works with Turkey Al Sheik, and that works with all of them, that he's not reporting that Turkey Al Sheik and Ring and Sela and all and that group is not interested in that fight right now.
I'm not saying we're not talking about if they interested in the fight. Shakur Stevens said there's no situation where they're involved, where they're trying to make the fight. So he was unaware of that. That's what he said. You seen it on the social media too. Didn't he say that?
And listen, and I said, ha 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 ha. If you believe that, then you'll believe anything else. Now, do you believe everything that he said?
Am I not supposed to believe the man? Am I not supposed to believe him?
Okay.
Right.
Now,
I don't.
okay, now.
This man trying to tell him.
You really trying to tell that
See,
nigga
Bill
what
not
to
coming
do?
out directly saying that Shakur lying. He trying to, he good at what he do. He
But Rich,
good.
see, you get
He
the
definitely
point though,
good.
bro.
He
You
definitely
can
So you
tell
good.
the
think
nigga on
Shakur lying?
bullshit.
So you think Shakur lying?
He know Shakur lying.
I don't
Hey,
know.
and on top of that, he know Bill been lying about other things too. Ain't that right, Rich?
I don't know Shakur lying about that. I don't think that
Yeah, I can't say
that
he's
they was
lying.
in talks for the fight with Devin. I don't know what
Okay,
you
so
talking.
who y'all think lying? I'll be honest. I
I
don't know.
think Bill Haney.
I don't really think.
I don't know.
I think Mike Coppinger. I think Bill Haney stood out of it, and they pushed the information to Mike Coppinger to put out there. But that's why Bill Haney not gonna never get in front of it and say that he said it. All he keeps saying is people higher ups is trying to talk about it. He ain't trying to say that he was the one that gave Mike Coppinger the information.
I think it's Bill. I think Bill lying, bro, and I'm gonna tell you why I think he's lying. Cause when that shit first came out, Shakur instantly jumped on social media and said that them niggas lying. I don't know shit about what they talking about. They ain't reach out to my people. But when the Zuffa deal came about, he never said nothing. When motherfuckers started saying that he might be going to Zuffa, Shakur never said nothing. We know that nigga to tweet about damn near everything.
Oh wait, were you asking in this instance right here who's lying?
I don't think so. I don't think that either one of them is really lying. I think what's happening is you have
Man,
two
man,
No,
you
parties.
hell
fucking lie,
no.
Boxer
That
Hacker.
nigga
Stop,
Bill is
bro.
definitely lying. Shakur ain't lying in this instance at all.
We're really quick to call people liars. Hold on one second. I think what's happening here is that Shakur is not liking some of the deals that are being put in place. Like for instance, the 25% is something that he was not interested in, right? Even though it was for like undisputed, he wasn't interested in 25%. Whether it was real or not, it was something for him to pursue. Instead, he wanted to push his mandatory status, which they weren't interested in. As far as now, I'm not gonna sit here and say that Mike Carpenter,
Bob Arum said they were lying.
that's
This
just
shit
an
is
accusation
crazy,
at that
bro.
point.
Like, God
Bob
damn,
Arum
you
said
niggas
they were
so
lying.
honest, bro. What the fuck?
Hold on. When it comes to now, I think the problem is that Shakur doesn't want to go to 147, but they're actively trying to pull him
So
to
then that shit ain't real then.
Well, it's not. It's they can't agree to anything. Like I think that's what the issue. I think that's what Bill Haney's trying to push. Like, hey, like if I think even here he mentions the fact that Crawford went to fight Canelo.
Have Turkey announced anything with them, with anything
Well,
with Devin
can't announce
or
anything
any of them?
they're not at the table. Shakur, it's a non-starter. Like Bill Haney even talked to Jay Prince. Jay Prince was like, "Hey, Shakur can be at 144." Bill Haney was,
Okay, so therefore they're not fighting. If he is not going
so
up to 147, the fight is not happening.
But they are trying to stimulate talks. I think from Bill Haney.
Boxer Hacker, stop being dense, bro. You be
Exactly,
annoying with
bro.
this
I'm
shit.
not gonna create no false accusations. I'm not gonna say Mike Carpenter got his information from Bill Haney when I have no evidence of that. That's crazy.
Anyway, here we go.
Now let me ask you this: do you believe in him that he should go up to 147 pounds right now and fight Devin?
I believe that if he's gonna do that, he should fight him at 47. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I said not if. I said, do you believe he should go up and do it?
What? What is Bill talking about?
Exactly.
He just gave you an answer. He said yes. If he gonna do it, go no, not if. Is he gonna listen, Bill? Leave me alone, bro. I'm not gonna. I don't talk to niggas like this. I swear to God, I will stop talking to Bill Haney.
Man, that's annoying.
Stop playing with my intelligence like that, bro. I will piss Bill Haney off because we could play mind games, Bill. We could definitely play mind games. I could
Now we're gonna
definitely
match wits with his
go
ass.
with you. We'll do it all day. We'll do it all day.
Yeah, cause
That
that
nigga
shit just
think
don't
he's
make
slick.
sense, man. Like, what the fuck? You study trying. This man gave you an answer, but you go right back and circle the answer and
It
ask the
wasn't really
nigga
an
the
answer.
same
He said
question again.
if makes a disclaimer.
So
So
what makes sense, Hacker? What makes sense in this whole equation?
he asked him a direct question, but he used the term if. If is a disclaimer. If something happens, that's a disclaimer before you give an answer.
Nigga, if, and that's my
You
answer.
say yes or you say no. That's how you answer the question.
Because at the end of the day,
They say
Bernie is
if.
not fucking Shakur. So if Shakur want to do it, then he'll do it. If not, then it ain't gonna
Yeah,
happen.
but the if creates a disclaimer. That's not answering his question.
Man, so
Right?
now you know.
No.
See, that's that bullshit
Let's
I be
So now
talking
clarify.
you know
about,
how
boxing
to answer a
hacker.
Let's
question,
clarify.
Boxing
If I ask you yes or no question, you say if this happens, the if
But
part
when a
is
nigga asks Bill Haney a direct
just
question,
say
this nigga go
yes.
all around the
I
motherfucking
think you
corner,
should
but
fight
yet you
no.
still
I think
say that
you should
it
fight.
ain't shit wrong with
That's
what he
it.
said.
If you say if Shakur wants to, that's not answering the question. That's
Boxing
you
Hacker
answering.
hush.
Niggas
Right
delusional,
now.
bro.
Do I believe he should do it? I wouldn't.
Well, I won't. I'm not going to ask you over and over again. You told me I'm talking too much.
If he do it, he do it. I don't.
Okay. All right. So
You see, that's not an answer. You see, if he do it, he do it. No, do you believe it?
Nigga, he's not
Oh
Shakur.
man.
Yeah, but he's not asking for what should. He's saying, what do you think he should do?
What did
This
Bernie
nigga
say the first
said,
time?
When you say
hold on, y'all.
if is not an
Hold on.
answer, bro.
Bill Haney said, I'm not gonna keep asking you. You said I'm talking too much, and then proceeded to keep talking.
That's funny, man.
Oh man, listen, watch this.
I believe he should do it. I wouldn't.
well, I won't. I'm not going to ask you over and over again. You told me I'm talking too much.
If he do it, he do it. I don't.
Okay. All right. So
That's not an answer.
okay. Now let's go back to 130.
And then you said,
Let's
wait.
go.
And then hold on.
Okay. Go
Hold
ahead.
on. Wait a minute. Hold on. No,
Yes.
because you was trying to say some slick shit, and we about to clear that
I'm not.
up.
Nigga, I don't say.
No.
I don't say. I don't try to say no. I say slick
Hold
shit.
on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
There you go. But he just admitted it, Boxing Hack. I don't try to say slick shit. I say slick shit. Fair in 4K. He just admitted he be bullshitting, Boxing Hacker. What you got to say about that?
Man, that nigga go come up here and cap.
That's cool.
Okay, so it's no more arguing. He be bullshitting. He just admitted it.
Wait a
I
minute.
mean,
Wait a minute. We gonna be
Wait
real
a minute.
amicable. We gonna be real amicable.
Hold up. Wait a
Because
minute. Come on
then
with it.
you went to saying about Crawford never getting in the ring with Devin,
I said.
and we was never able to do that. Well, first,
See, for some reason, Bill want his name attached. What's up, Jupe? For some reason, Bill wants his name attached to Crawford and sparring. That's what's happening right here. Y'all peep that?
No, I didn't get that from
Yeah,
him.
that's what he does.
So what he was saying, what Bill was saying was Crawford
No,
was
we're listening to what Bill was saying. We don't need you to translate. But what I'm saying is Bill wants his name attached to Crawford's with sparring somehow. That's why Bernie brought that shit back up. Like, hold on. Wait a minute. Let's get back to this slick shit you just tried to say.
of all, I mean, I didn't see him in training camp with y'all. So if y'all wanted to spar, that could have happened. And at the situation then, when we had that little situation at Top Rank, the thing happened is you told him that they could spar right then. Bud told Red to go get the bag, and when Red came back in with the bag, shit went somewhere else.
Listen, the shit didn't go. It went somewhere else because of you, not because of somebody else.
No. You told him. Now wait a minute. Now you said this, since you want to rehash the situation. You said I came in there first with the peace. I came in there with peace. You told me basically, no, stand on what you're saying. I said, no, I had this. I've been talking a lot of shit about Devin. I talk a lot of shit about Earl. And I said, I want to squash it. You told me to do it. And I told you the truth, what I felt. We did that. You asked me. You said, well, what do you like about Crawford? I said, I like everything about Crawford. You proceeded to say, well, basically.
Why would he ask him what he like about Crawford? And this nigga answer was, I like everything about Crawford. But anyway.
They should get in the ring. And Bud was like, what I got to do with it? He told Red, go get my bag. Red went and got the bag. When Red came back in with the bag, it was talking about something about going outside. Crawford got upset because y'all trying to make it seem like y'all want to do some shooting shit. He grabbed his bag, knowing that he had the burner in there, and told everybody would die in the motherfucker. And when he pulled, and when he pulled that, when he acted like when he knew he had the gun in the bag, when he did that, everything changed. Then everything changed. So far as the sparring, it went from you was like, all right, they can get in there now. Bud said, go get the bag. When he came back with the bag, it came out of talking about like some shooting. We can go out.
So it sounds like to me, Bill was talking shit about Devin and Crawford sparring. Bud say get the bag. They come back with the bag. Bill see they about to get in the ring and Devin about to get demolished. So he create a whole diversion, and then it turned into Bud about to shoot these niggas.
And the way Bernie's talking is crazy. The way Bernie's talking is the way people be snitching on themselves on Vlad TV. Talking about had the gun in the bag, you know. That's how people get crazy.
Is that what you heard, you?
No, Bernie do talk too much. However, I absolutely can see that's what happened, that he created a diversion. Because why would you? I know he pops off, but you know if you pop off too much with Crawford, I mean, I think everybody know that he's gonna be like, wait a minute, what you mean you want to take it outside? You want to do something? Because I've seen Bill turn it street before, right? We've seen it before, like in 4K. So I can see if he did that with them, that wasn't smart, and you about to get you and your son in some situation that you can't get yourself out of. I can see that being what happened. But either way, like, why would you do that? Like, if you can't ask for wreck and then be like, oh no, and then try to get yourself out of it. Well, I don't know if that was it, or if he just. I don't know if he just.
No. Let's listen to this again, Juke. No, we're not doing benefit of the doubt up here, Juke. That's exactly what it was. Listen.
Yep.
Look at Bill's face. Look at this.
Do it one more time. Yeah, look at that nigga. That's boxing hacker boy there.
Almost got his boy out of here.
Bag, knowing that he's gonna make it seem like it was talking about it. Red when he got the bag, do with it. Basically, I said I wanted to squash it. You told me to do it, and I told you the truth, what I felt. We did that. You asked me. You said, well, what do you like about Crawford? I said, I like everything about Crawford. You proceeded to say, well, basically, they should get in the ring. And Bud was like, what I got to do with it? He told Red, go get my bag. Red, when he got the bag, when Red came back in.
Red went and got the bag. Because it's time to go get my bag, nigga. We about to wrap up and spar.
With the bag, it was talking about something about going outside. Crawford got up.
So it went from about to spar, you talking about going outside.
About to get the bag, now we going outside.
And y'all just seen the melee in the garden with Bill Haney now. How y'all don't believe the story is possibly true? Bill Haney is a menace, y'all. The man is a master of chaos. I don't understand why y'all don't see it. The man got so many stories, and Devin punching carnival workers, getting pulled over with guns in his car. They jumping people at Madison Square Garden. They beating up Ryan Garcia's sparring partners. He punching on his baby mama. Like, what are we talking about?
And you know what, 2Cents? I'm gonna be real. Like, I remember this like a long time ago. That's not even it. Like, so I can see.
It's not even it. It's not even it.
I can see where he started some chaos. But think about back to the Tank sparring. The whole sparring where Tank gassed out, that was the second time. Tank had stopped the poor boy way before in the first sparring. And then Bill was like, no, because his pride was on the line. So he wanted Bill to come back. I mean, he wanted to bring Devin back to spar again after this kid just hurt him. And then he still got hurt in that fight. Like just like you're doing stuff that's putting Devin in situations. Like, why would you do that to the point where Adrian said he was like, he needs to break it up. And then I remember it almost went up. It kind of went, beyond boxing almost with the Russell family. Like, you don't remember that? I do.
Oh yeah, with the fake signature.
With the Russell family, because you was talking crazy about their father who was
sick
and was sick at the time. Like you keep pressing these people who like you gonna find like they do too much. They're doing too much, and it's gonna take it beyond boxing. Somebody gonna get seriously hurt. He has to chill.
So wait, so Devin already admitted to the first sparring when he was a kid in Tank was older than him. He admitted that Tank got the best of him. And then he said he came back and he got the best of Tank, which both things were obviously.
No, they weren't true, dog. Come on,
They were
man.
true. The second part, Tank literally quit. And he
Okay,
lost.
man. Let me break it down to you, man.
Tank had like.
Hold on. Let's get back to the video because we're not talking about that right now, Packer. Let me get back to the video though. You could talk about it, but let me finish this at least.
Said because y'all trying to make it seem like y'all want to do some shooting shit. He grabbed his bag, knowing that he had the burner in there, and told everybody would die in the motherfucker. And when he pulled that, when he acted like when he knew he had the gun in the bag, when he did that, everything changed. Then everything changed. So far as the sparring, it went from you was like, all right, they can get in there now. Bud said go get the bag. When he came back with the bag, it came out of talking about like some shooting. We can go outside. Crawford's like, why we gonna go outside? And it was basically like some shoot shit. Crawford grabbed the bag. Was like, nigga, I got it with me. Devin didn't think he had the gun. He had the gun. And Bud said everybody in this motherfucker would die. And the shit changed. Now that's it. Now that's facts.
Okay, so that doesn't happen. Okay, well, you go ahead, finish.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened.
Are you finished?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you trying to say, no, wait, this is my whole point of all that saying is, if he wanted to work with Crawford, he would have definitely got in there. He could have definitely got in there. Don't say that. Don't say that. He could have definitely got in there. If he still want to get in there, I'm sure Crawford would more than oblige him. So that, don't ever say that.
Okay, you finished?
I'm finished.
Okay, so the whole thing about Devin getting in there with Crawford gives us a measuring stick to how good Devin is. If Crawford came and gave us some work today, it would be great work. It would be good. Crawford is the big homie. He just went and knocked some shit down out the park. That was 168 that I believe that he can do it. Did you believe that he could beat Canelo?
What are we talking about? Well, what are you talking about, Bill?
That is
Can you
called
tell me what does Canelo have to do with this situation?
He trying to butter him up, 2Cents. I don't think Bill thought that story would come out. I don't think he thought so I think what Bill just tried to do, because one thing Bill likes to do is either put it out there that, oh, we'll spar anybody, we'll fight anybody, and he tries to make everybody like a duck, or that somebody didn't spar them and they didn't get the opportunity. That's a thing that's been common throughout Haney's career, his entire career. And you tried it with the right one. And he thought that Bernie wasn't going to pick that up later. So Bernie told the whole story. So now you got to roll it back and like, oh, I believed in Bud and loved Bud. You already know, because you right now, you kind of need that relationship right now. I already see oh my God, like, I don't think people who think he's slick. Bill only slick to people with slick brains, because like he's so easily
smooth brain motherfucker.
You have to have a smooth brain to think that man's slick. Like, he's so easily seen. He's so easily.
But he's down where you mad at.
We all buddy now. Like, oh, he trying to, because he know that.
Yeah, get down where you mad at.
He trying to calm. He trying to like, like you trying to like butter somebody back up to get him in your good graces. Let's get back to the friendly stuff, because you tried. And he got
you gonna ask Bernie? You gonna ask Bernie did he believe that Crawford was gonna beat Canelo? Like, why are you asking Bernie that?
I didn't just want to. I don't know. It's like a red herring.
Nah, it's just what you just said.
Here's the thing.
He didn't think that was coming out, and he's trying to change that issue.
No, he didn't change what he said. So he didn't say like he wanted to inspire Crawford to see if he can whip Crawford. He just said that Crawford is like the measuring stick. So basically, if that's because
we don't need you to, we don't care what it, listen. We don't what he's saying is we don't care what he's saying. We don't need you to explain that.
Bernie has seen Crawford spar.
We don't need you to explain what he's saying.
Right,
though.
we heard that. The whole point of the conversation that Bernie just said.
Well, I'm saying Bill Haney didn't change anything he said. He said the same thing.
He's changing the subject, is what
he's changing the subject. Nigga, is you slow or what, dog?
No, but he stayed the initial thing with the sparring. He said that
he already said that before. But the problem that Bernie had, the problem that Bernie had with what he said was that he said we weren't given the opportunity to get that work. We didn't get the opportunity. And he said, yeah, you didn't get the opportunity because y'all tried to run on some street stuff. Because he created the version, like 2Cents said, and that's why you didn't get it. You could have got it anytime you wanted, but that's not how Bill led. Bill led with it like, we weren't able to get that work. You ain't got to tell me about no measuring stick. We already know. We know Bud is him. He
and
don't
we
know all that.
Yeah, but Bill's
The
not
point is
denying
that
what Bill.
don't say
Bill
don't
Hayes not denying
like
what
you
Bernie
didn't
said.
have
then why was Bill asked to go?
The same thing. Like Bill
Why
Hayes,
was Bill asked to go to the bathroom?
he's just saying that. Yeah, you're right. We didn't. That's why we know how to measure and stick. Like
Why was Bill asked to go to the bathroom?
compare him and Shakur or him and Devin because Bud sparred Shakur, but he didn't spar Devin. That's all he's saying. And then he just started talking about how he introduced the Canelo fight. But what he's saying is not like anything. He's not, as far as the initial answer, it's the same thing he was saying in the beginning. It's literally the same thing, and he didn't really change from that.
That's because that's the energy they give off. That's the same reason why that fool, my man, what's his name, from Philly,
Greg Hackett.
yeah, Bernard. Bernard told him, hey, let's go to the bathroom because that nigga was running off, popping off, saying some ish he don't have no business saying. He always say some ish that he don't got no business saying.
Facts.
Bernard does the same thing. What are you talking about?
Always.
Like,
Then they run interference. Then they run interference to avoid.
It's easy to point out one person does bad, but understand Bernard Hopkins is also not unsafe in the situation.
Nobody said he was, but Bill said some slick stuff. Remember, he just got through saying he is slick. He say slick stuff. And Bernard was like, yo, well, we can go to the bathroom.
Bill talk
let's get back to the video. Let's go back to the video.
Of course I did. Didn't you hear him say he called me and asked me what I thought? Didn't you hear him say that? He said I called Bernard, and I told him. He said I called Bernard. The first one I called Bernard. I said, of course.
Listen, how many times have me and Crawford spoke about him fighting Canelo before he called you?
I don't know. I don't know that. That's
Okay.
not. I don't know that. He called me and asked and told me that, and I said, yeah, you can beat him, son.
Okay, since you know about all the other stuff that you talked about with the pistol, because I don't believe that it was directed at anyone. It wasn't directed at Devin. It wasn't directed at me. It was directed at the people. So I'm saying this to give it some clarity. Nelson. It was the pistol with Crawford. The pistol with Crawford, excuse me.
What he trying to
get it off him.
Trying to get it off of him and put it on some hang-arounds.
Oh my God!
Who was the one saying about going outside?
Okay. Would you give me? Because I don't think that you remember, but I would like to talk because Crawford is talking about.
I don't think you remember.
Jew. He told this man. He just told his whole detailed story, everything, and you told this man, I don't think you remember.
Exactly, because he's trying to save face. All the Haney's care about, well, Bill specifically, is the public perception and twisting that narrative. And now he did not think that he was going to run down that whole story. Now he got to make it seem like, no, it wasn't like that. And I love that Bernie doubled down like, no, you the one who talked about going outside. You ran your mouth, and Crawford was like, okay, what's up? And now you was like, oh, Lord, that's what happened. That's what happened. I already know what happened. He does all the time.
Get down where you mad at.
It was never at me. It was at the people that we were with. It was at the security guard and all the other.
It was never at me. It was at the people we were with. It was at the security guard. The same security guard that be starting all this trouble that you be rolling with. Why is their security so problematic? J. Mark Skywalker, you can turn your camera off if you want to, or you can keep it on.
Right, because I get Haney is, he's a star, but I've seen bigger stars with less problematic security teams. I don't get it.
J. Mark Skywalker, this your first time up here. What you got for the show? I can't hear you.
No, I'm not going to I'm not going to cut nobody off like that, yo. No disrespect. I'm not cutting nobody off.
No, you didn't cut nobody off.
No, she asked you what you got for the show. It's your first time up here.
It's your first time up here. Hello?
It's probably a lag.
All right, we're gonna run some more of the video. Here we go.
That was standing
over there. It wasn't. Did you say let's go outside? Did you say that? Your security didn't say nothing. Did you say let's go outside? Did you say that? Did you say let's go outside?
No. I was the one standing there. Listen, I was the one standing there with Crawford. What are you talking about?
You said, let's go outside.
No, I did not. But anyway, listen, let me tell you
But anyway,
Oh my God. He said, your security didn't say nothing. It was you.
that nigga said, no, I didn't. But anyway, that's getting off that ass quick.
Bernie, stop,
When
man.
we
Stop, Bernie.
don't be able to sit there and be silent and not say nothing. It's just weird.
Never.
We gotta hear Crawford's side of the story, you know.
No, we don't.
He up here trying to talk bull jive.
That is funny. Bill, like, I was standing next to Crawford because he trying to latch on to Crawford, baby.
Yeah, he's billying. He's billying.
They trying to use Crawford like they. Listen, I already see the play. I saw the play when he did that interview about Boots.
It's 70 people in here, man. Y'all punch that like button. It's 70 people in here. Shout out to 2 Cents After Dark. We cooking tonight.
I told you with one hand up, turn the ass in a circle.
Crawford, from the day before that, and all the other days, we didn't been cool. Now, what I said was, cool. Now listen, cool. Now listen, because we don't want to get away from that.
Yeah, I just got a little comment for Boxing Hack. You know what I'm saying?
What Crawford says is, I called him down and listen. Crawford ain't no joke. He ain't nothing to play with.
I made a super chat earlier
just like you said, he was ready to get fired up. Because Crawford got that personality. Guess what I did? After you said that,
I just want to put a face to the comments so everybody know that, no disrespect intended. I'm just saying, I've been on this channel for not just channels, but I've been on different channels. And
yeah. What's up?
Yeah, that's you, player. Go on and talk.
Yeah, that's you, brother. What's going on?
Yeah.
Are you frozen or what?
Nah, he ain't frozen. He just was shocked to see his face up on the camera. That's all. That's all you, man. Go on and speak your stuff so we can get back to the video.
I'm just saying.
You wanted to put a face to the name, so I was letting everybody see your face.
I made a comment regarding Teofimo Lopez earlier saying that you might have to take a timeout or something like that. Yeah. I'm just letting everybody in the panel know I'm the one that got that super chat. Got time to be disrespectful. But I've been listening to Boxing Hacker for a hot minute, and every time I listen to dude, he's always someplace else. I'm just saying, dude, Boxing Hacker, you about this? Be honest and keep it real, That way people like me who new to this game, we learn and we'll get better at what we're doing. But if you flabbergasting back and forth, I get lost in the chat. Like, dude, what is dude talking about? What are you saying, dude? Be real about it. And don't hear somebody else's voice or somebody else's chat and kind of like chime in for what they said and not put your own knowledge into it. That's all I'm saying.
So short story short, he said, "Don't be boxing capper, be boxing hacker."
Hold on, I didn't. So I didn't understand your. So can you give context to what you're saying?
Hey, boxing hacker, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You always, man. I think 2 Cents. I think 2 Cents flyer. I think a lot of these people, man, need to respect you, man, because you be bringing people out the woodwork, man, to speak on you, man.
You a star, nigga.
You're crazy, Rich. Hey, brother, I'm so sorry. Can you specify?
For 5 years.
I'm not trying to pick on, bro. I'm just saying, sometimes I keep this shit honest. Because right now, I'm trying to new to this game. I'm like saying here, I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? I'm trying to learn this game. I'm like, dude, just fluctuating back and forth about things. Like, dude, what you saying just makes no sense. And it seems like you're basically lying. And people like me, I catch on to it. I'm like, dude, why you dudes always lying?
Well, how do you know
I catch on different panels telling the same damn lie. It makes no sense to me, bro.
Hold on,
you're good at this. You're super duper educated. Why are you doing it?
Brother, so if you don't know the game, how do you know I'm lying?
I said he's learning the game. He's wondering why
like a conundrum.
Right? You know a lie when you hear one, man.
You don't know the game. How do you know I'm lying?
Oh my God!
Because he hear what you're saying in respect to what everybody else is saying.
And it's like the fifth guy saying do this
for 4 years. You're going on different channels saying the same thing.
So what are you referring to? Can you give me a context of exactly
everything?
Okay,
There's not just one topic. It's all topics.
Tell me the most recent thing.
Especially come to the
All
hate.
right, come on, y'all. We got to finish the video.
All right, we gonna go back to the video. 2 Cents said she got to wrap this up.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Come on, man. Y'all know I ain't got. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to talk about. Let's go.
I was on bullshit. I called him up. I said, man, I need to talk to you. Come on down. He said, okay, all right. So I come down. I said, man, I was looking, and I'm thinking, man, I was looking at this nigga Canelo. Because me and Devin was right there, and I seen him stand next to Devin, and I said, you can get him, dog. You can get him. He said, that motherfucker big as a motherfucker, Bill. I said, no, I said, I know his hands is big. He got a big, you know what I'm saying, like I don't know, like a dog. Like this part of this is smaller. His body is stout, like a pit bull or something. He got a big pit bull head. So I said, no, I'm telling you, he didn't say nothing else. So then I seen him again, called him again. You can ask him. I said it times that I thought that the nigga was going to tell me to stay out my business, man, because that's the kind of dude he is. You can't be just in this business suggesting shit. So even after that, that's why I'm going to tell you how much.
What WTF? What is Bill talking about, bro?
Bernie's so annoying. It's so funny.
This is so annoying. He's trying to be cool. Like, I know Bernie want to snap on it. Look, he got his hands on his hip. Look, he want to snap on that nigga. This should be a meme. Bernie's face should be a meme.
I got love for Crawford. I continue to say to him right now, he'll tell you right now. I keep telling him, man, I don't care. I know you can go get that money again. And I know he don't want to hear that shit. You see what I'm saying? So, now, getting back to Shakur Stevenson and the 135 pounds, do you think that he had an offer that was realistic at 135 pounds?
If it was 25%, it wasn't.
Listen. Is it,
Oh my God, that the groveling he just did.
I call it groveling, man.
All that groveling.
If Shakur fought him and won, all roads lead to Shakur 135.
Bernie is cooking Bill. Bernie is cooking
That
Bill.
is so. Yeah, wait a minute, we can't talk about that. That was embarrassing. Yeah, and Canelo, and I knew he'd win, and I know he might told me got his business, but I want to let him know I loved him. Like that was a bad look. That was a terrible.
Let me play it. Let me run it back.
135 pounds. Do you think that he had an offer that was realistic at 135 pounds?
If it was 25%, it wasn't.
Listen. Should it have been 50-50?
No, I wouldn't say 50-50, no.
Should it have been a flat fee?
I don't know. I would say 60-40, but I ain't the businessman. All I'm saying is this. No, wait. Listen. I'm not dealing with none of that. All I'm saying, in that fight, it should have been something where both could have come to agree. You couldn't disrespect a man like Shakur Stevenson. Like I said, he was a two-weight world champion. He was a lineal unified champion moving up. He been a star ever since he was a baby, especially coming out the Olympics. He had a lot going on with him. He should have been compensated fairly. Now,
and he wasn't a champion. He wasn't a champion.
He was a champion moving up. He was a champion moving up.
He wasn't a champion.
Okay, he lost the title on the scale. Okay, he lost the title on the scale.
So go back to
all of this for a deal that Bill never really had in the first place. What are we talking about?
Yeah, Bob said that never existed.
That 25% made it last.
He said it never existed.
Hey, Box Hacker. This is the only thing I want to ask you and Devin fans, right?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
If that deal was really real,
yeah.
So what promotion would have been on there?
Probably the Zone. That's what I would guess.
So nobody knows. Bill give him an offer, and nobody knew what.
Well, right, it wouldn't be top rank because it just wouldn't be.
That's what I'm saying. So what would have been?
Listen. We're not about to hold on. Rich, let me answer. Because listen, we're not about to let Boxing Hacker start capping. It was never no nothing. Bill didn't have no nothing. He just wanted Shakur to sign the 25% of nothing, and he was going to try to chop the fight around and do that way, which means it was no offer. There was no offer. The only offer was for me to try to get you to sign some papers for 25%.
That's
what it was.
That was undisputed. Shakur has a name. What are we talking about?
Listen, we're not talking about the percentage. We're talking about the fact that there was no nothing because there was no offer. It was 25% of nothing.
Shakur said there was something there though, so I don't know.
No,
Shakur didn't say that. Come on.
He said that on the interview. Yeah, he did.
Bill said it was nothing there. So who you gonna believe, Bill or Shakur?
He didn't say there was nothing there.
Yes, he said he had nothing. He was gonna take the fight and try to shop it around once he signed for the 25%.
Right.
Yeah.
It was
That's fine though. But at least do that because guess what? Here's the reality of things.
Here's the reality of things. They don't have the money to put on a fight.
It was nothing. God damn it, Boxing Hacker. The reality. Listen. The reality is it was nothing. Let's finish the video.
He wasn't a champion. Okay. Now listen. So hold on. So we took. Okay. Well, hold on, sir. Well, see, listen. If you're not going to talk, if you're not going to talk face to face, bro,
I don't care, bro.
On face to face.
I don't care, bro. I don't even understand what we making that. It don't matter to me. Like I said, if in my opinion,
sir,
if you didn't offer him a fair offer, then it don't matter.
Okay, sir. Sir, we offered him the same flat fee of money, sir, that we were given to go to Australia to fight for undisputed.
That don't got nothing to do with one thing got something to do.
This nigga lying again.
Hold up, y'all, wait a minute. That's a contradiction in. Okay, did y'all just catch that? He said we offered him the same flat fee that we were offered to fight Cambosis in Australia, but you've been telling everybody it was 25%. So you said it was both. What do you mean? Like you're changing the story up. And then we gotta remember the reason, and I think Bernie gonna talk about it. That makes sense because again, you have to legitimize yourself. Shakur had already been a champion. He'd already fought, he'd already been a champion before. Devin had the belt without fighting a champion. So understand why you had to do what you had to do. But either way, now you're saying flat fee. You said 25%, like just a minute ago.
Yeah, real on bullshit.
And then you be believing these wild ass lies, though. That's crazy.
How you gonna defend that, Boxing Hacker? Go.
I mean, I just think Shakur should have took the deal. I mean, at the end of the day.
No, we're not talking about the deal. We're not talking about the deal. We're talking about what Bill Haney just lied about.
Maybe he misspoke because he didn't take a flat fee for a Cambosis fight.
Maybe he misspoke.
No, he didn't because he took 22% for
Let's see if he misspoke. Let's see.
Let's see.
Offered and it don't matter.
Okay, sir. Sir, we offered him the same flat fee of money, sir.
He repeated it. You think he misspoke, Boxing Hacker?
But he also said from the Cambosis fight, and which was a percentage. So I don't know.
Yeah, so no 25%. So he been lying.
So he lying.
That nigga hella lying.
I think he misspoke. Because
how come every time somebody from never mind, you just know that only people you represent or you cheer for never lie.
Bro, he only time he ever believed Shakur is when it involving Devin. But when it involved Devin, bro, that nigga believe everything that Bill and them say is you do, nigga, you do.
No,
you really do, dog. You really do.
He just contradicted himself.
But I do think Shakur should.
He's lying right now.
He just contradicted himself in one video.
Again, Hacker up here talking
that's the
about
only time you ever had. That's the only time you ever hear Hacker go against Shakur is when it involved Devin.
Yeah, I think because not just this moment. Like I just think he should have took it. Because guess what? Who did he fight? He fought Del Santos. He fought people that
the Hades was lying.
See, Rich, that's what Jay Mar was talking about.
Make this make sense. I'm gonna take a 25% flat fee to a nigga that don't got a promoter, nor do he got a fucking network.
Bro, hold on. He has a promoter because DHP is his promoter. Please put that in context.
He ain't putting up
nigga,
Is it 25% or is it a flat fee that
This is what he was talking about, Rich. This is what Jay Mar was talking about.
What is it? Is it one mic? I need y'all to make a decision.
Move forward though. Like
you can't tell me one event DHP done put on.
No matter what the money is.
Okay, Hacker, which deal they offer Shakur? Did they offer him 25% or did they offer him a flat fee, the same thing they got from Cambosis? Which one?
Well, so Cambosis was a percentage, so they offered him a percentage.
I know. Yeah, no, it's A. This is a multiple choice question, baby. Is it A or B?
No, it's the same thing they offered Kambosos, which was a percentage.
No, that wasn't what Kambosos
A and B.
Kambosos did not get.
Right.
No.
And it's the same thing they offered Kambosos. So I think
Is it okay? Is it
A or
25% with a
B?
flat fee? According to what Bill said,
it's 25%.
Was Bill lying the first time or the second time?
I think he just misspoke.
Both.
Because
he didn't misspoke. He
Oh
doubled
my
down.
God.
He didn't misspoke.
No, he referenced something that wasn't a flat
He
fee.
just
so
doubled
that's why I think
down
he
after
misspoke.
saying 25% for 2 years. So was he lying the first time or the second time?
I think he misspoke.
He was both, but he
And-
didn't remember what he said.
He just said
because
it
he
again.
referenced something that was
He's off the 25. He just changed it.
so it was correct to say that he offered the same thing that
So-
they actually
Actually,
offered
he
more than
explode.
offered him, to be honest.
This is not the situation where you like
It's
right
the-
So who was back in the fight offer?
It's a multiple choice question, and you're trying to get.
But anyway, let me finish the video.
We were given to go to Australia to fight for undisputed.
That don't
That's
got
not
nothing to do
enough.
with
Okay.
one thing got
Okay,
something to do with everything
sir.
else.
Sir.
One thing don't got nothing to do with the other. One thing don't got to do with the other. One
Okay.
thing don't have nothing to do with other. And when you going over there to Australia, y'all needed that validity. Devin was an email champion by the people. He got upgraded to the championship. So he needed that validation.
Yes, so when we went back to the second time, we needed the
That's a
validation
fact.
again.
No, that was the deal that y'all made.
So
That was the
then
deal that y'all made.
okay, so then when we when we
Bernie
defended
kicking
against
this nigga.
Lomachenko,
Okay,
right?
you got the bigger split. I'm hoping.
So was that the validation that we needed?
No, the validation. What I'm saying with the validation is that to be the world
What we
champion.
validated. Okay, I'm saying what we validated then by that time.
Yes.
Okay, so being validated as the undisputed champion and the man of the division,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
There's no negotiating power that we don't have. We're the man of the division, right? We're not even staying at 135 pounds. And when we offered him a payday, a record-breaking payday, you know what he said?
How
wasn't
was it a
saying.
record-breaking payday when you had no numbers for it?
No,
How was it a record-breaking?
How is it record breaking when you just said you offered him the same deal that y'all got from Kambosos? Y'all complained about that. So how can
I need to get to 85 likes. Y'all punch the like button. I need to get to 85 likes. I should be at 100 by now.
You should be at 100 for sure. Y'all hit the Mickey Freaky like button. Hey, Juke, not only that, but didn't he just say that Shakur was a 2-division champ? That nigga just told him he was an email champ asking for the opportunity. I'm a 2-division champ asking. You better put some respect on his name, dog. What's up, Cliff? What's up?
Yeah,
Not
but
only that, it's not about
he
champ.
didn't
It's
come
about
to
like
135 as a
revenue.
champion because he lost his belt on scale.
I was gonna say Bill got 3 narratives. Now it's 25%. Then it's we offer you the same exact deal that we got from Kambosos, which y'all complained about and said y'all were lowball. And now it's life change, like the most money he'd ever made. Okay, so because remember, Devin was going around saying that it had been the most money that Shakur would have ever made his entire career combined. He said that on multiple occasions. He said on Twitter, he said in the interviews. So you go from saying I gave him the same deal that I complained about, but it's also the most money combined. Like they got 3 different narratives out here, and they can't stick with one. He's a liar.
All of them can fit though. So all of them can fit. Like it's not like they're not like opposite of each other. Like it's not like they're like polar opposites. Opposite here, opposite there.
They all can fit.
They all can fit. Yeah. So
Hacker saying all lives matter.
No, it's not about all lives. So it's
Bill lives matter.
It's a percentage, right? And they're basing it off of projection. The projection of the Shakur versus Devin fight was bigger than Shakur versus Kambosos.
Let me finish playing this video by not to cut you off.
Yeah, let her finish, Bob.
50-50, Bernie. When the man said instead of getting up, he wanted 50-50, right? So guess what, Bernie? Now, do you think that was fair?
I don't know.
So guess what, Bernie? Wait, hold on, Bernie. Hold on, Bernie. So then guess what? I came back and said 25%, Bernie. And guess what he said then, Bernie? He said he was going to go to the WBC to get it mandated, Bernie.
What's wrong with that?
Well, Bernie, you can only get one belt. If you're getting one belt mandated, excuse me for spraying, but you get one belt mandated, Bernie. But what about the WBO, the WBA, the
Why is he doing this?
Like, we don't know how boxing works. Like,
Dude, why do you think he's doing this?
Like, we don't like.
Why do you think he's rehashing this? Like, why do you think he's doing this? Because he clearly had an agenda when he got on this call. And this clearly was his agenda was. He just Bernie caught him off guard with the story about pulling the strap because he tried to be slick with that sparring shit about Devin and Bud. But why does he want this? This is what y'all got to think about. Why is he rehashing this story that he already told us he lied about?
Well, okay, so what he's saying
put
here.
public pressure on Shakur to try to make him come and fight.
No, because Shakur
How is that doing that?
No, because Shakur tried to mandate. He tried to use mandatory status. The problem
to get a bigger percentage
was that Devin had all the belts, and Shakur was using mandatory status for one belt, and asked for 50%. But it's not like they can fight him for one belt for 50%.
No shit. So that's why it don't make sense.
No, she's asking why are they doing this now?
Oh, because that's what the conversation is about. The conversation is about why the fight didn't happen.
Why
The
though?
conversation is not about.
They're literally talking about why
this
this fight didn't happen. Because Bernie was like,
the conversation was about is there an offer on the table now? It had nothing to do about what happened in 135.
Wait.
But hold on, let me let Andre go. Andre, what's going on, Andre?
Oh shit, man. I ain't on shit, man. But we back on this 25% with Shakur again, man. Fuck, man. God damn.
Man, I don't know why Bill bringing this up.
Why Bill bringing it up, player?
They want Shakur head, man. That's what it sounds like. They want his
Oh, they do?
head.
So they want to
Damn,
capitulate?
Dollars want his head. What?
But why is the games needed to be played if they both with Turkey? I don't get it. Like, why these games need to be played?
Because I think it's because he also
these rehydration clauses shit, man.
And he needs to force 140 pounders up. He wants to force people up and make it fun. Like, everybody ducking me. He want to make like, all these 140 pounders are ducking me or whatever. You at 147. You was popping off. You were popping. I think he's trying to create a new narrative. Remember, he was just popping off at Boots. People said, okay, cool. You got that WBO. You can, petition to fight the winner. Remember, they love petitioning. And now they got to get away from that. So they got to attach themselves and, lie on somebody else now. This all it is. They got to move that goalpost. And also, I think the video, the small little snippet of when Bill admitted, or when even the boxing voice was like, "Come on now, Bill, you didn't have no deal. You had no deal." So we can put that 25% at 130 spots up the bed. There was no deal. They had no offer. They never do.
But, there's also the play. They going both to Zuffa, so they trying to find a fight of purpose because right now they got no fights of purpose and we're in Zuffa land. So they trying to scratch and claw and get something good.
Then fight somebody in your weight class, bro. Like, stop trying to fight.
What's the point going 147?
They trying to
fight a 147 pounder.
They trying to do any and everything they can to keep from fighting Ryan Garcia. You see what Turkey said?
And Big Rolo.
Wait, why do you bring Ryan? Ryan already has a fight coming up. I don't understand what you're
And Big Rolo.
It has nothing to do with Ryan.
All right, no cap. What's up, no cap?
What's up?
What you got for the show, no cap? Hey, somebody stacking dishes?
I don't know. Somebody
hey, Rich.
That nigga Rich, what the hell you doing?
Somebody cleaning. I ain't mad.
Somebody washing dishes. Well, somebody cleaning their kitchen.
No, they still in there.
What's up, no cap?
Man, just checking in. I see y'all go in on Bill capping ass. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of cap going around. Shakur capping, Bill capping as usual. It's looking bad out here. Where Willie D at? What's the nigga? Not Willie D, but Big Dog Willie. Where this nigga at?
Willie D.
Where the fuck this nigga at? Talking about some tanking
man, stop. You know that nigga like Candy, man. Says every time he'll pop up.
The last time he was on this platform, that nigga was in his feelings.
I don't understand. Like, these people keep being so emotional about stuff. Like, why is the Shakur situation making everybody so emotional? All right, let me get through this video because I got one more video we got to get through.
IBF and the ring, Bernie.
Not the whole video, but we gotta review it.
Listen, the ring was gonna be on the line no matter what. So fuck the rest of them.
Why would the ring? Okay.
Listen, the ring was gonna be anytime the world champion, the Ring magazine, if he weigh in it at a weight, he fights, the Ring magazine automatically on the line. If any champion of the Ring magazine fights in his weight class,
but we had it, Bernie. But I'm saying this, but we had it, Bernie.
So I'm
So
saying,
we're bringing it to the so none of that means anything. That's not a realistic. Excuse me. That's not a realistic deal that's on the table for an opportunity for you to validate yourself.
25% was a lowball offer.
No,
that should have been at least a 60-40 split. I don't know about nothing. He should have been 60-40 split, however that worked. It should have been a 60-40 split. That's it. It should have been. It should have been a fair split. Okay. And you knew that you.
Did Crawford? Hey, listen. Did our buddy? Did he get 60-40?
Who against who?
Against Canelo.
Nope.
Man, I don't even want to tell you what Crawford told me.
It was better than that.
I don't even want to tell you what Crawford told me. That ain't even for me to say.
Why are you trying to get in Crawford business?
He trying to divert again by getting into Crawford business.
I told you he be trying to line Crawford up for phase. He trying to get Crawford knocked out. He didn't really think Crawford could beat Canelo. He was like, man, yeah, I'm about to get Crawford. I'm about to get Canelo and whoop Crawford ass, nigga. That nigga tried to shoot us in the gym.
Look at Bill face, y'all.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, that nigga over there looking based.
that booger sugar.
That's the booger sugar.
Damn. I don't understand what is Bill trying to do.
I ain't gonna lie, like I would not, like I just know certain people not to be deal with, and I wouldn't even be on. I wouldn't give Bill this much time.
Bill
Like,
is
I
a
just
snake in the
I don't
grass.
understand why they give him this much time. I get some of these YouTubers need it, but nah.
I think Bill's right.
He
though.
real
I don't know, man.
snakish. He's real
You
snakish.
think everything
You love Bill's girl.
is right.
I don't know how. I just don't know why Shakur didn't take that. He should.
Because he ain't no jackass fool.
Bro, he would have had all the belts. No other. If Shakur beats Devin, I think Shakur would beat Devin. And I'm a Devin fan. If he would beat Devin, everybody at 135 has to see him. They want to be a champion. And all the fighters have.
He
to
didn't
see
even want to give him the mandated amount.
You know why? And
Come
Shakur
on,
would have been an actor.
Shakur didn't want those belts because he don't want to defend them. He don't want to fight Tank. He don't want to fight Abdullah. He don't want to fight none of the tough niggas at 35.
Do y'all remember that
ducking
time?
ass nigga, cherry picking ass,
Do y'all remember that?
weight bully. Fuck
Shakur
Shakur.
top 3 pound for
Deal with
pound.
this Shakur
Easy.
shit. He on the same shit as Devin to me.
Former
Fuck both them
unified, 3 divisions.
Okay, these are just like
undisputed,
ridiculous narratives. I don't know if y'all
easy.
remember. Do y'all remember that time when Haney had posted that his New Year's resolution and talk about what he plans to do that year, and he literally explicitly said fight Kambosos for undisputed and then fight Loma. No, I'm sorry, it was after he had won undisputed. He said to fight Loma and then move up. Shakur was never in his plans. Tank was never in his plans.
Nope.
He literally posted his New Year's resolution stuff, and it did not include Shakur or Tank. He had a very.
He sent offers to Tank and
Why don't you bring up Tank's name?
There was no
years old.
He sent offers to Tank and Shakur.
Now you want to
say
no
offers to Tank. He never sent the offer to anybody.
What are you talking about?
My Radio Raheem look like Black Man.
Anybody
That
don't
nigga working
like
at McDonald's.
And 2 Cents, if you want that link, just to play it. Hold on. You know, I'll tell y'all this.
Tank has Devin's been at 135 since he was 16.
Heck, are you still talking?
I always say why we bring up Tank.
Hey, we about to listen to that next video though.
They want to
Devin
like
tried to fight
rehash.
Tank multiple
Basically,
times throughout his career.
every time Devin and ducked Roll. Devin has ducked Rolly and lied on so now they want to rehash all this old stuff that's been debunked.
Ain't no money for Rolly. Ain't nobody fucking ducking.
Rolly ducked Devin. Did you talk about that?
Evan, Hacker, you doing anything you can to divert out?
No, it's true. Like why bring? I understand Shakur.
Stuff over and over
I understand
again.
Shakur because Shakur came to Division 1.
Everybody knows that TVV is very pro-Haney.
Nobody's
for
listening
6
to
years.
He had
no
plans to fight Shakur.
That's crazy.
Y'all trying to keep this lie alive. No one believes you. You need more people. No one believes you.
Devin was there since
you the only one saying that.
No one believes you.
Though he was there. Tank could have been fun.
You're the screaming maniac on the corner. No one believes you. I know you saw aliens too.
Oh y'all. Wait, one mic. We told y'all about one mic. Come on now, one mic.
So Devin's been there since he was a kid. Tank could have fought him multiple times. Devin wanted that fight for a while. Tank didn't want to fight him. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
I understand Shakur.
He wanted
I
the fight
understand
Tank
Shakur's
so much that
situation,
he
but
left
Tank's
the
situation didn't
network
make
that Tank
sense.
was at.
Come on, Boxing Hacker. We're not talking about this. All right. So listen, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to review this video because I've been hearing some people talk about it. I want to get my 2 cents about it, and we can review it on the panel together. But some people said they got that David Benavidez was leaving the PBC out of this video, that they weren't happy. Like I just been hearing a whole bunch of crazy things that I feel people got out of this video, and I just didn't get that. So let's go through the video and let's talk about it.
After Dimitri Bivol had a dominant decision over Michael Efart, I went ahead and reached out to Jose Benavidez Sr. because I had seen the Boxing Scene article. I had seen the Ring magazine, which said Benavidez was offered a fight with Opetaia by Turkey, and then was instead going to pursue a Canelo fight still, even though Canelo has already let it be known that fight's never going to happen. And I felt that, and immediately saw the narratives being said by media and people on social media, which is, Benavidez is a bullshit artist, and he's never winds up fighting the best fighter in each weight class. And this just shows he's ducking Jai Opetaia, right? And putting roadblocks in front of the fight. Now, I've agreed that he's never fought the best fighter in any given weight class.
Okay, this is for fair use or whatever the disclaimer is, but why didn't he fight the best fighters in the division? Does anybody have an answer for that? Like, I hate when people try to be like, oh, he ain't fighting people. Like, where's the context? Is he not getting ducked?
I feel like once you get at a certain level, man, people gonna say that shit regardless, man. Once you get at a certain level.
I mean, who didn't he fight? Y'all talking about Beterbiev? Or y'all talking about Bivol?
I mean, I felt he moved up. I felt he moved up the cruiserweight a little too fast for me, though. I'll say that. That's all I gotta say on that one.
But he's okay. Who should he have fought, would you say, before he moved up?
Nobody beat Benavidez.
My thing is like,
beating up Bivol and sparring already.
What are the big fights at cruiserweight? Like I'm just trying to figure out why'd you move up so fast? Like, what the hell big fight is at cruiserweight? And then people claim it's all these roadblocks with Jai Opetaia. I mean, those are big money fights with better Bev and Bivol, man. I think they beat those guys, man. But
he didn't want Andre
at cruiserweight.
First of all, he's the big fight at cruiserweight because he's built his name up big enough for that. But Beterbiev and Bivol, they wasn't trying to fight him though. It wasn't like he didn't want to fight them. You don't think he didn't want to fight them?
I can't say
Beterbiev
and Bivol ain't want to fight him because we ain't never seen off from Beterbiev and David Benavidez that said
that they been fighting each other the last 2 years.
And
they both had injuries. They both back injury and knee.
They both
had 68, and they offered him better beef. This is before Canelo fought
rematch. I mean, that's not really ducking Benavidez.
Man, they both tied up Bivol on better beef. I can understand why they want to be competitive and have a.
Yeah, they had injuries.
I can see why, man.
People don't realize that Canelo was holding the shit up. This nigga waiting on Canelo. Canelo was the best guy in the division and wouldn't fight the nigga.
I mean,
but I'm not taking nothing away from David Benavidez, man. I don't think that he ducking none of them. I think when you get to a certain level, people gonna start saying shit about you, man. You could be doing everything right, and people still gonna say something about you.
I think I don't really believe that anybody truly believes, and I'm just being honest. I don't believe there is a soul that truly believes that Benavidez is ducking anyone. I think right now it's just narratives that they got to do to try to force people into certain camps that they don't want to be in. And I agree. I did not want Benavidez to move up that quickly, but I absolutely understand. And what's crazy is that the very reason he moved up is due to, is due to Turkey. As this is be real, it's just what it is. It had to do with Zuffa and Turkey. It not even like pre-Zuffa.
He fought on ring cards before.
I feel like at the end of the day, you had Turkey trying to block certain fights, told Bivol, hey, your bread's buttered. And then he tried. Then Callum Smith was the interim or whatever. He like suddenly all this money that Turkey got, he suddenly can't give this man enough money to fight Benavidez. So what did he end up doing? Saying, "Oh, we'll just give you Yard," and all this other BS. So he went ahead and took the Yard fight, and then that's what he ended up say, "Okay, fine, I'm gonna move up." Because I'm sorry, y'all don't want to say it, but as much as y'all love accusing people of blocking fights, Turkey blocked him out of that division. He made sure he didn't. And then the second he moves up, what happened? Now Callum Smith.
I don't believe Turkey blocking.
I don't. You don't gotta believe it. We saw it.
It's money. It's too much money involved in it. So he make too much money off them.
No, he's not making any money. He's not making any money off them. No, he's not.
How do you know that?
They're bleeding.
How the hell do you know that?
Yeah, how do you know he's not making money off them?
I know he's not making money because it's an investment fund. The whole purpose is long-term fund, long-term ROI. That's why I know. It's long-term ROI. And every article that comes up about their fund, about the events, talks about how they took it at a loss. I don't know. Y'all probably don't read me.
They've never came out saying
you ask a question. You want to listen or you want to learn or you just want to talk?
Turkey said he wasn't losing money.
I'm trying to respond. Y'all ask me a question. Now you don't want to listen. You ask me a question. How do I know that? Because I actually read things beyond boxing. Believe it or not, they break these things down. That's how I knew when they said Fury and Usyk made $100 million. I know for a fact that they didn't.
How do you know?
I literally explained it. You see how you don't listen? I literally just told you why. So at the end of the day,
well, Turkey said he ain't losing money.
Y'all don't want to listen. Y'all don't want to learn nothing. You know what?
Yeah, we don't want to learn.
Let me go back to the.
We heard Turkey himself.
Stay ignorant. I'm gonna give y'all the article, but you know what?
The Raw Radio is right here and be like he about to tell him
I'm
somebody.
gonna give you the article. Since you want to shut up, I ain't gonna give it to you. Go ahead.
Come on, let's go.
I understand they're arguing that he's the common denominator here. At some point, it's not always somebody else's fault. I understand them saying that, but at the same time, it was Canelo who ducked Benavidez, and Bivol. The WBC was hasty to strip him last April. But ultimately, at the time, I remember, I was there, the narrative was he can't fight Benavidez because he's got to finish this trilogy with Arthur Beterbiev. And actually what wound up happening is he took a year off, got back surgery, and wound up fighting Michael Eifart yesterday. So the trilogy I think is going to happen. We'll get to that in a minute. But ultimately, he got stripped and took a year off, and that's what happened. And then Benavidez moved up to cruiserweight and fought Zurdo Ramirez. So I call Jose Benavidez, who tells me that he reached out and has proof that he'll probably show at a later time. It's on him to show it. I understand that. He texted Dana White, he texted Turki Al-Sheikh, and he texted Mick Francis, Jai Opetaia's manager, to make a fight shortly after the Zurdo Ramirez fight to discuss a fight between Benavidez and Jai Opetaia.
Man, I like that.
Right there. Let me stop it right there.
I like that. That's why I say, man, like all this ducking shit, man. I don't think David Benavidez is ducking. And as far as Turkey blocking fights, I watched Turkey say on some network, I think it was Fight Club, one of them. He was with David Benavidez actually. And he said, what I got to do to make the Canelo fight. And Turkey basically said that he offered Canelo the most amount of money and basically Canelo ain't take it. So when we speak on like counting, the guy that
exactly Turkey
Juke was saying, but Juke saying that Turkey ain't want him to fight him, all that stuff. Sometimes these niggas don't want to take them fights, man. And that's what they said, that he ain't want to take it. And Turkey probably like, man, nigga, you ain't, come on, man. I just paid Devin Haney what you just trying to get, or I just paid a certain fighter amount as you talking about. I'm not paying you that.
Hey,
so,
Rich,
you know
I heard.
So I'm not gonna sit there and say that Turkey ain't that. Turkey's the reason why. I think it's just some fighters just don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Rich, I heard Turkey say himself that Canelo was ducking so bad to the point where Turkey.
Yeah, I heard him say that too.
With Boxing Boys say. No, I heard him say he was trying to scrape together damn near $300 million for this fight in 2027. He said it in front
of David Benavidez. Anybody but on Canelo. He don't want to, for some reason, I can't get him to fight you. He said that in front of David Benavidez.
27. For real. $300 million for 2027. It's fucking crazy. And he was hoping that Canelo had beaten Crawford, so it could definitely have a nicer build up to it.
Man, he known for paying that shit.
And he got no word back. He was either left on delivered or left on read.
Really?
Then
all right, so boom. The fight happened. They beat Zerto. They hit up Dana and whoever else they need to hit up. Let's make the fight. They leave him on read. All right. I'm wondering why Frequent ain't mentioned none of this when he talked about this video. But let's go.
After I tweeted that, I just got off the phone with Jose Benavidez Sr., who's here to share me his side of things, and I'm going to relay it. Then I got a call from some other people that are not from Team Benavidez, who are very close to the situation, who are well-versed in the boxing business, okay? And, I won't disclose who they were, but they wound up telling me, well, the reason why those parties didn't get back to Jose Benavidez Sr. is after a meeting fell through in late 2024, after the first Beterbiev Bivol fight that Beterbiev won, they tried to put a deal together to get David the light heavyweight title fight, but were instructed by David that his father who couldn't apparently, this is what they're saying, couldn't get David Benavidez on the phone that Sunday. And they say it was because Jose was saying David was on a flight. He couldn't talk right now. Jose wound up telling me, it's because he's got church Sunday or whatever. He couldn't get David on the phone. And
just to be clear,
yeah,
you're saying that Jose was talking to these unnamed people that represent.
He was talking to Turki Al-Sheikh. He was flown into Las Vegas to have a meeting with Turki. Okay. Now,
so Jose's in person with Turki,
yes,
trying to negotiate a fight for David and Opetaia?
No, this is in late 24, Beterbiev and Bivol, okay?
Okay, yeah.
All right. And they're trying to put that fight together. Now, the people I'm talking on the phone with, not Jose, are saying the reason why it couldn't happen, Jose was originally wanting Turki to cut PBC out. We're not that happy with them. We want to do this fight without them, and let's put on the fight. Jose says, no, it's the opposite. I told them PBC has to be a part of the fight, or we'll.
I thought he liked to work with everybody. He was bringing boxing together.
They said the people that's on the phone. Who is the people that's on the phone?
So you don't like.
You'll never know.
Them J people.
Because Turki was there. They saying some other people that was on the phone. They not
was them J people, nigga.
Okay.
It was Turki and Mayweather brain.
Hold on, let me say this. So you're telling me, so they're saying that the reason why they didn't get back to Benavidez and them after the Zerto fight was because in 2024 they tried to make a deal with them behind PBC's back, and it sounds like they was like, nah, man, like we ain't finna do that. But let's see.
Get sued. And he said Harrison Whitman was there, one of the attorneys who's now working with Zuffa. And he said opposite. I told them PBC has to be a part of the fight or we'll get sued. And he said Harrison Whitman was there, one of the attorneys who's now working with Zuffa. And Turki went to Harrison. He goes, is that true? Will they get sued if they try to do this fight without PBC? And he said, yeah. And that's when Jose says the opportunity to fight for the light heavyweight title was rescinded. Because Jose said if we even tried to pull a move like that, we'd end up in court. Like you see Oscar and Virgil Ortiz and everything. So
why are they trying to get people to back door and make deals?
I thought they wanted to work with everybody. I guess they don't want to work with everybody. And I'm like, just like I've been right about everything.
I want to continue hearing the video.
Just like I've been right about every single solitary thing, including that they're already losing money.
The video interesting as hell.
Just like I said that they were going to cross everybody. Just like I said that it's going to complicate fights. I've been right about every single thing, and I'm not arguing with anybody else who said
I've been right. I don't know. You just
everybody's been working together except
you told me he wasn't working with everybody. Now he's trying to slide.
What are you talking about, man?
All right, hold on. Let me finish because this is
can't finish.
So basically, hold on. Basically, they're saying because y'all ain't do a deal behind PBC back, ain't hit you back after the fight. That's what essentially is happening right now. In case y'all missing it,
they didn't want to do PBC, so we're not giving you no fights.
Gosh.
Right.
All right.
They said they're not happy with the PBC for whatever reason.
She know it all.
Who said that? Who said that?
That was said in this interview.
No, well, wait till we get to that part.
No, we passed it.
No. Just go.
They never said they were not happy. Who said when did they say they weren't happy with the PBC?
You don't believe me. Just wanted to say.
No, it's fine.
Gosh.
What did he say? What did he say? I'm trying to figure out what part.
I think it was like a couple minutes before this. He was like, the reason why is because Turkey wasn't happy with the PBC, so they didn't want to use the PBC.
So he wanted to stab him in the back.
So he said he wanted to do.
He did say that. He said they were because they were trying to just get them to betray the PBC.
No, not betray. He said he wasn't happy with
It
the
is.
PBC.
You're
This
legally
is out of hand, man. Boss Hacker, man. Come on, man.
I mean, I'm gonna say what they said. I don't know.
How the hell did we get a
Here we
yard
go.
fight? Wait a minute. How did we get a yard fight?
Wait, y'all want to hear
That's
this?
the case.
Exactly, Boxing Hacker. If they weren't happy with the PBC, how do we get a yard fight? But let's go.
There's contention there on how that went through, but what was said by the other side, not by Jose Benavidez, was David, when they finally do get a hold of him, he tells them, my father is not the guy who does my business. It's Louis DeCubas who represents Al Heyman. Okay. Now Jose says, whatever David said, I am his manager on the book.
They weren't trying to do a deal with Louis DeCubas because they was trying to do it behind PBC back.
So even Louis DeCubas, he has to finalize a fight with me for it to happen for his son, for David Benavidez. Anyways, should I stop there so you can and then continue on?
I mean, it stands to reason if you're Jose and you're in the room with Turkey, you've got Harrison, you're trying to make a deal. If you are in fact the one to speak for your son, if you are in fact representing David and he's aware of it and backing you there, you ought to be able to get him on the phone, right? Like you would expect that if David's not there with you, that he certainly knows you're there and is going to be reachable if the conversation needs to be had. The fact that you can't get him on the phone and you got to leave the meeting without having him a part of the conversation because you can't reach him, it probably gave them even more confidence that before David said what he said, that this guy probably isn't the one to be making this negotiation.
What is he talking about?
Hey, I want to say,
because you trying to do the deal behind PBC's back. What is Radio Raheem talking about?
hey, this is what I want to say,
He's
right?
not about to get rich. You're not gonna talk over me, bro.
They scrambling.
You're not going to. I'm not going to continue to talk to you and call Benavidez when you're trying to make a deal behind the PBC back, and I'm telling you we can't do that or we're going to get sued. So yeah, I'm going to be like, no, I can't get in touch with him. Nigga, what are we talking about? You want me to call him and ask him to do a deal behind PBC back? I don't need to call him and to tell him that. I'm telling you we can't do this or we're going to get sued. What are you in your feelings about that for?
Hey,
but anyway, let me finish.
Hey, this what I want to say, right? I feel like David Benavidez seemed like the snake in this. His father. What the fuck? How the fuck is he in a meeting with Turkey and all these people, these high level people, and David not around, Lubitz, no one's not around but him.
Yeah, that's kind of stuff.
I look at stuff from a different point of view. I don't know what y'all looking at.
How was he being a snake when he told Rich, listen, Turkey probably told him to come meet him because he said, basically, even I make the final decisions about the fights anyway. So Turkey was like, all right, come talk to me, because clearly Turkey is the snake. He's the one that's trying to make the fight without him. And when he tried to do that, he told him, I can't do that. So how is he a snake?
And that's what I'm saying. If Turkey telling him to come meet up with him, he already know they talking about fights and stuff like that. Mainly talking about b-ball. And why didn't he come with David representatives? Why he didn't come with David or David representatives or the people that signed off? Why?
To come and Turkey.
He just said it.
Listen. You're focused on why he at the meeting, but what he's telling you is, I'm not about to do no snake shit. He's telling you at the meeting, I'm not about to do no snake shit.
I don't know. I know when they went back and hollered.
Is the one trying to do the snake shit.
I know when they went back and hollered at David Benavidez, he said, "Man, my dad don't got nothing, no say so in this shit. So I don't even know why y'all even talk." So basically, that's what it basically seemed like he said.
Okay, actually,
that's what it basically seemed like he said.
But that proves that Turkey was the snake, because if David says talk to Louis DeCubas, if he's telling you talk to Al Heyman's guy,
yeah,
the fact that you didn't go to his guy, you went to his daddy. And then his daddy said, yeah, you got to bring PBC into this. That shows you that they knew they weren't supposed to go to his daddy, but they tried to find a workaround.
Right. I thought they said
he's not the snake.
Hey, Juke, I thought they said
I know what you thought you said is wrong.
No, I thought they said that he talked to that they told him to talk to Lubis too after he talked to David
No,
father.
the point is this: at the end of the day, I
That
know,
was after.
I know what you thought. Let's rush this along.
At the end of the day, if I know I don't sign off, if I can't sign off on at the end of the day, if I know I can't sign off on David Benavidez fight, if I know I'm not the person to sign off, I'm not even going to go to a meeting seeing some niggas about him. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You're trying to
If I do that for myself, I'm not even gonna go there in the first place. I'm not gonna do that in the first place. And calling a nigga on the airplane. That's what I'm saying.
He was smart by going because he found that
Hold on, y'all.
he's a
Hold
snake.
on,
They don't want to accept that he a snake.
Yeah, no, if he was real smart, he would have brought.
I'm gonna have to mute you. I'm gonna have to mute y'all. Rich, Turkey clearly invited him to the meeting, is what I'm trying to tell you. And when he got to the meeting, he seen that Turkey was trying to do an actual deal. I can go meet with somebody and be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, all right. Well, let me get my manager and woo woo wah." People do that all the time. But he was trying to actually make a deal and tell them, "Let's do this without the PBC because I ain't happy with them." And he said, "No, these are the people that need to be involved if we do something like this." So you're mad that he went to talk to them to tell them that he's not going to do no snake shit? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's like you focused on the wrong thing.
No, what I understand from both points, right? All I'm saying is that I'm not me personally. If that's my son or somebody like that, and I know I can't finalize a deal, I'm not even gonna go into no deal or meeting, whatever you call it, without him.
Didn't know
you
that
already
that's
know
what
what
he
type
was
of
gonna
time
do.
these niggas on, so I wouldn't even go.
Well, you know what,
like,
2 Cents,
you should already know. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to say that what Turkey doing is bad or good. I'm just saying that what the fuck is you even there for?
All right, let me play some more of the video.
If he ain't even the person to sign off on it, what is you there for?
We heard you already, Rich. Let me tell you why it's smart for him to go. You want somebody better. You want to have the ear on the street and report back. It was smart for his father to go. It's not steak for his father to go. People are deflecting from the fact that despite being told who to contact, they tried to do a workaround. So so guess what? If I want to have intel on somebody, I might go ahead and send the person that's supposed to go. Because guess what? My dad going to bring me back some intel. So now you know the character of the person you're working with. And that's how PBC knew. So actually, it was smart for his father to go, despite the fact that he know he can't agree on any deals, because he ran it back to the team, held, was loyal, and did what he's supposed to do. So all this, but why did he go? It was smart to go. If you know business, you would absolutely go. Even if you can't do anything, okay, guess what? Because that's intel. So at the end of the day, that's a deflection from the fact that Turkey knew who to contact. He tried to get around and do a workaround, and he's the snake. They don't want to accept it.
I don't think he worked with PBC to make that yard fight, though. I'm just putting that out there.
He had to. All right, hold on. Let me get these. Shout out to Mr. Greg with the $5 in the super chat.
Oh, salute, Greg.
He says, "So slick, savvy Bill took the email champ to Bud's camp on some street ish. Didn't he know Bud about that hammer work? Bill is an idiot." Shout out, Mr. Greg. Mr. Greg back in the super chat supporting the channel with another $5. Is the ish that always takes place with the business of boxing, and it's how fights get stalled and lawsuits get started. Shout out, Mr. Greg. All right, so let's keep it going.
Right? That right there is already setting up some red flags, and shows the other side, as we're calling it, cracks in your armor, and you know what I mean. That's the kind of poker game. That's the kind of thing at the table that is going to make people try to play you out. They're like, okay, they're not all together over there. That might change the objective. In like Jose might have blown the fight trying to pull that stunt.
So they say that's why Jose has been left on red or delivered when he's talking to Dana White, when he's talking to Turki Al-Sheikh, when he's talking to Mick Francis. As we've been told by David, that's not who we speak to make his fight happen. So Jose says he did finally get a call Friday night from Mick Francis once the WBC made their decision to mandate David for Noel Mikhailian's title. So the other side, I kind of stopped them there and I go, okay, so if if the Cubas, because part of why I'm doing this is I'm seeing David being called a duck and all that, and I'm trying to bring the other perspective to it because Ring is owned by Turkey and Lance Pugmire is a pro's pro, but he does have good sources in Zuffa. So they could have an interest in making it look good for Opetaia, bad for Benavidez, right? Even I love Lance. He's a great, better reporter than me for, more longer tenured. So I go, okay, so to that point then, if Jose's not the guy to contact, did Team Opetaia contact Louis DeCubas then to make an Opetaia fight? Did they try to make an Opetaia fight with the guy that you're saying and David said is the guy to speak to? And I didn't get a yes.
So they tried to make, okay, here we go. They tried to make the fight behind PBC's back, felt some type of way when they didn't want to do it. They found out who they should contact to make the fight and never contacted those people to make the fight. So if you ask me, they're the people that haven't been trying to make a fight this whole time. Boom, I hit you up after the fight, you don't hit me back. Boom, you ain't hit up the people that you needed to hit up to try to make the fight because they've already told you who to hit up to try to make the fight. Instead, you're trying to make a fight behind their back. So Frequent, you didn't say none of this about this video, right? Frequent, y'all ain't say none of this about this video, bro.
Hey, I don't know, man. Them niggas.
All
right, here we go.
2Cents, the one I saw was the one, it was just Sean Zattel. The other gentleman wasn't even on it. He reported it right after he got the phone with him, the video I saw. So he even had a commentary from old boy, with the glasses.
Oh, so it's another video. Okay, I haven't seen that video.
Like, right when Sean Zattel got the phone with everybody, he did a whole video on it. I was gonna send it to you, but I was like, oh, she got it. When I saw you talking, I'm like, oh, she got it. So, but yeah, this is the one where he has the commentary. But yeah, like they didn't contact them until the WBC ordered it. Now, like, oh, now you know how to contact people. Now you know who to contact. It's crazy.
All right, let's keep it going. This is getting interesting.
Actually, what I got was more of you saw the picture of Noel Mikhailian and Jai Opetaia after the inaugural Zuffa show, had their face off. So that fight has long been in the works, Noel Mikhailian and Jai Opetaia, for months now, and was reported as being nearly done a couple weeks ago. So it's not like there's ever been a chance for Benavidez to duck Jai Opetaia. He has said his...
Uh-oh. And this is what I want to tell y'all. This is what I want to point out to y'all, right? This is how powerful the propaganda and the narrative spinning is going to be. Because Jai Opetaia literally in his interview told y'all who he planned to fight his next two fights. The man got in a ring with him and did a face-off. But yet, y'all are still blaming Benavidez for ducking a fight with him? How could y'all even be thinking that? Like somebody is putting that in your brain, because when you sit and critically think about it, it doesn't make logical sense. How could Benavidez be ducking Jai Opetaia when they never had any plans to be trying to fight him? They didn't reach out. They tried to do something with him in 2024 behind PBC back. He said no. They got in their feelings about it and then act like they ain't want to do what they were supposed to do to make the fight and deal with him no more until Benavidez stole his opponent. That is what Sean is saying. Let's keep going.
Whole intention is to go back to light heavyweight. He's not interested in fighting for a Zuffa belt. So I understand people bringing that up, but at the same time, no negotiation, no offer has actually been extended to Team Benavidez to make an Opetaia fight. And actually, Opetaia's had a fight already lined up for months before he even defended the title against Brandon Glanton. So once they get wind that Mikhailian might be stripped of his title, that's when Opetaia's team gives Jose a call, right? And apparently they had a 12-minute conversation, and Mick Francis tries to start hashing out a timeline to make a Benavidez fight, and Jose Sr.'s, from what they told me, that is kind of non-committal to that discussion, right?
Why should he want to talk to y'all now?
Now they suddenly want to talk to him. All this time is
Yeah,
fake.
he's non-committal because y'all full of shit. Now, you already tried to make a fight behind my back. Now you calling me now because your opponent got stole, like trying to make a timeline to make a fight. Like, come on, man. What you talking about?
And 2 Cents, maybe I misheard it. Did he say something about how like all this happened in 2024 and they kind of got mad at him? So that kind of might explain why he didn't get that Calvin Smith fight. And I
Yep.
understand the whole idea of, oh, well, he would have offered Canelo hundreds of millions. Yeah, Calvin Smith ain't Canelo. Clearly, Turkey has a number that would have like been like 5-10 times Calvin Smith played. Calvin Smith is not a name. So you suddenly don't got enough money to get Calvin Smith active? Really? And y'all, like this just completely, it makes sense with everything I said. They were playing with him. And now they weren't playing, they was playing with him, think they didn't want to contact him. The second he snatched your guy, oh, suddenly we want to call you. Now you know who to call. Okay.
So it hit a little bit different now that we got some perspective, huh?
I told y'all about Turkey. I've been.
I mean, y'all looking at it like Turkey. I'm just saying, I don't think David Benavidez is ducking. I don't think so.
No, we know no one thinks it.
No, we
Yeah,
don't.
I don't think so.
That's not the argument here.
I'm just pointing out how easily they just spread these narratives and shit. Like, how all of a sudden David Benavidez is a duck. Like, how he just become a duck all of a sudden? It's the same thing they tried to do to Boots. Just overnight, Boots was a duck. Like, what are we talking about?
Tank was a duck forever, but not fighting someone.
Oh, you ask these niggas on this panel, he's still a duck.
He's a different
situation.
Man, Shakur ducking everybody from 130, 135, 40, and 47.
Obviously.
According to everybody on the panel.
Nah, nigga, I tell you one thing, he is Zuffa bound, according to this nigga on the panel.
Every time you try to rage bait my panel, Rich, I'm gonna put your ass in the back. Stop doing that. That shit irritating.
At the end of the day, everything I said, it all matches up. It all aligns. And at the end of the day, I told folks that look what we're doing right here. We're up there assessing about how to make a fight. And it's all complicated. The whole point they said that why Turkey would be so amazing is that he would work with everybody. He wanted the best for boxing, everything. It wouldn't be an extra side of the street. He makes it so the side of the street don't matter. And I told y'all exactly that we would be here, and now we are.
I mean, he did.
All right, let me play the video. Here we go.
Jose's kind of like, no, now you want to call me to make a fight when I tried to text you weeks ago to get something going on, right? So now so what I'm hearing now is Mikhailian's going to have a decision to make. Does he want to fight Benavidez and defend his title for less money, or because it's a Turkey subsidized ring fight, make a lot more money than Turkey's going to pay you and fight for the ring title, the lineal title, against Jai Opetaia?
Okay, so Mikhailian's getting stripped if he takes the Opetaia fight with Zuffa.
Yes.
And that would leave it open for Benavidez potentially to fight for that vacant title. Someone else.
Yeah.
That's okay. Well, who cares about the Mikhailian fight if he gets stripped first?
Yeah.
Why does Opetaia want to fight Noel Mikhailian for no belt?
Well, he's already been stripped of his IBF, and it sucks for Opetaia, who wants to be undisputed, but the belts are being taken off the.
They not letting them niggas fight for these belts, bro.
I don't know
what y'all don't get.
Yeah, I don't know what they.
This example right here.
The table, look, Zuffa. The Zuffa drew their line in the sand that they said they don't want to work with the sanctioning bodies, but on the other side of their mouth, they've been open to doing it. Now, part of me thinks this is unwise of the WBC, just like it was kind of unwise of the IBF to strip the fighter. And I get there. And also the WBC never really mandates a fighter that's holding other sanctioning bodies' belts to become a mandatory for their belt. They never do that. So it is a little bit dubious to mandate Benavidez when he's not in your rankings. He's the champion of two other sanctioning bodies. I'm just being fair here. But at the same time, Zuffa stated from the beginning that they don't want to work with any of the sanctioning bodies.
I told y'all about that. As long as they play by the rules comment. and how the WBC can just make up whatever the fuck they want to make up because it's in their bylaws.
Yeah. I do think I gotta go look it up.
This is a perfect example of that right here. This is in real time. They just made up a rule so they can't get the belt.
I agree. But I will say this. I do think there was a time, this is not the first time that a unification was mandated. I gotta go look in the digging the crates. Because you know who was allowed to do this exact same thing before? When they was the champion, they got to fight for a vacant belt, and everybody was okay with it. Lomachenko. Lomachenko did the same exact thing. He did do that because think about it. He was a champion because the mandatory for the I think it's the WA, the WBC, the WBC. Yep, it was Loma. Luke Campbell was the mandatory for Mikey Garcia's WBC belt. Loma had already got I can't remember which one. I think he had the WBA. And Mikey went up. Luke Campbell was sitting there. And so Loma fought Luke Campbell, which is the mandatory for the vacant WBC, and that's how he became a title. And everybody was cool with it. It was Loma. So it's happened before. It's happened. It's not often, but it's happened before. But I agree. My thing is the problem is we gotta kind of like, if you don't address it then and there, you're gonna keep seeing it, and that's what we got here. So I can't really say nothing. Everybody was cool when Loma did it, so whatever.
So when the sanctioning bodies clap back, I understand both sides. It's bullshit to strip a fighter. It's bullshit to kind of bend your rules to make Benavidez a mandatory when he wasn't even in the rankings. He was fighting for the other two sanctioning body belts. You never do that in other scenarios. You didn't strip Canelo when Benavidez was his interim champion. Now you're going to strip this guy. I understand all the bullshit politics all around the board, but go ahead, Raheem.
Yeah, now I understand. I didn't understand before. This is the worst. This now is exactly what Zuffa supposedly was supposed to be remedying, right? They're just another, right now, they don't even have a UBO, right? So they're really literally just another promoter. And they are putting Opetaia in a position to be stripped of his IBF and now to fight a WBC champion without acquiring the belt, because WBC isn't going to allow the WBC belt to be played into the Zuffa narrative, because WBC wants to control their own narrative, and that has made.
What y'all said, Suleiman said on that video?
Perspective a bitch now, huh? Perspective a bitch. It wasn't just Hacker up there that was talking that nonsense.
What happened?
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, I missed it.
It's like you say, it makes no sense other than it's a pissing contest between the sanctioning body and the promoter, who have drawn a line in the sand for war with each other, and they're using the actual fighters as their pawns. That is the worst.
Dana White used Jai Opetaia as a pawn. He's the one using the fighter as the pawn.
They both are, right?
No, Dana White is.
Oh, WBC isn't, huh?
Because they told Dana, they made all these promises to Jai Opetaia and to the IBF, and then when the time came down for things to go how they were supposed to go, they didn't hold up their end of the bargain and started saying that the Zuffa belt was a championship belt. And according to the IBF rules, you can't do that shit. So he got stripped. So if Dana wasn't being so egotistical, and he never would have said that Zuffa belt was a championship belt, Jai Opetaia would not be in this position.
I mean, to their situation, it is a championship belt, you know.
Well, part of me thinks
both sides.
Well, part of me thinks this is exactly what Zuffa would want, because now you have the legit lineal champion fighting with no belts, but he's still fighting for Turkey's belt. And it props up the ring as the only meaningful belt in that scenario. And it props up the Zuffa belt alongside the only meaningful belt. This is how they would play it, right? And I do wonder, the WBC, instead of drawing this hard line, would the optics be better for you, making Dana and Zuffa eat their words and double back and saying, "Oh, well, turns out you are going to use our belt, aren't you?" But instead they're doing this Cold War, this war, whatever. And I don't know. I don't know if that's playing checkers instead of chess. I don't know if the optics of it would look better. You want to put the ball in their court to say,
no, fuck Dana White. I don't want to do nothing.
But the optics does look better that way, though.
I don't care about no optics.
You got to, because then your company starts to fail. Why would you care about the optics? Optics matter.
How are they failing?
They'll start to after a while, yeah. If people start thinking that all the champions are at Zuffa and you ain't got no real champions, then like you're gonna be like, I'm gonna watch Zuffa.
Why would they think that? Why would they think all the champions are Zuffa?
Because no one even knows Zuffa. No one even knows.
Yeah, because it started. It just they didn't even just start because apparently the law hasn't even passed. But if Zuffa holds like the major champions and the fighters who are on top, and you're not working with them, and they still have fights. Let's say they still have fights at Reha season.
How long do you free while I see you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you still have fights at Reha season in the ring. Then, and the people gotta be like, damn, then Zuffa got the real champions, and WBC and these other sanctioning bodies don't.
No, they not. D Free, what you got for the show? So hold on. So you telling me people don't call an IBO champion a real champion, but they're gonna start calling a Zuffa champion a real champion?
Yeah, because it's another thing. That's how they're gonna recognize it.
No, because
everyone seems to be recoiling from the Zuffa belt. Like no one wants it. Like you just saw what Shaki said. We saw what Benavidez said. Like no one, like because it has no legacy. There's nothing. And I think that's the problem.
They want the money that's tied to it.
Yeah, they want the money.
But the money hasn't been verified. Like this is just gossip, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, like I don't understand. Okay, this is my question. Yeah. What is the point of Zuffa if you need, like you did all this work, went to Congress, did all this? What is the point of Zuffa if you can't function and you're illegitimate unless traditional boxing gives you help? I thought the whole point was that you were your own thing. Just like all these sanction bodies built themselves from the ground up, why can't they do that? Why do you need to leech off of the current champions in traditional boxing that you went out your way to separate yourself from? Then what's the whole point? It's not making sense.
It's business. So they're trying to get all the big names in their stable.
Right. Okay. So okay, that's fine. So you need all the, so you can't do what they did. You can't do what all the big name, all the WBA, WBC did, which is like start from the ground up. You need to leech off someone else because you can't build yourself from the ground up. Like that's the funny thing to me. I think that's the reason why they're having trouble getting people.
What's the current ground up?
You need to find your own talent and build your name, just like all the other sanctioning bodies did. But you don't want to do that. You want to have.
What's the current ground up though? Right now, the law hasn't even been.
Okay, you start from the ground up.
So currently, like Zuffa's not like a whole league yet,
off the institution that
and they're trying to build up. So what they're doing is they're gonna collect all the big talent. That's really.
Okay, but no, that's not. But that's not what WBA. That's not how the WBA started. You start.
They gotta do what they gotta do.
Level. You start from ground level. Find your own talent.
Business.
Find your own talent.
Here we go. Let's get to the rest of this video.
They're being leeches.
Let's get to the rest of the video because they ain't gonna be on here much longer. All right, listen up, y'all, because it's. Let me get through this video. I ain't gonna be on here much longer. Y'all support the channel. We are currently at 5 super chats. The goal is 20, and the record is 32. So let's try to get to the goal before we get off of here today. It's been a great show. Numbers been up. Y'all make sure y'all punch the like button if you in here. Push the subscribe button if you new here. Let's get through the rest of the video.
Jai, actually, this is part of what we're doing here. We don't want you to fight for those sanctioning body belts. Instead of you taking the belt off the table, make them the bad guy. Make them have to take the belt off the table. Don't eliminate yourself out of the game. This is chess. It ain't checkers. I don't know.
Yeah, they're calling each other's bluff, right? Because the question then becomes, and my immediate reaction, while only my reaction, might be indicative of how the world looks at it. if you fight McKillian with the WBC title and add that to your legacy that you won the WBC title, which should have been a unification bout, obviously, that matters. If you fight McKillian stripped of the WBC title, same guy, I understand rationally you're dealing with the same fighter, I care a lot less. I want to see if you can win the title. I'm not so sure that I'm so invested in whether or not you can beat McKillian, and I hear myself when I say that.
No,
I understand the rational contradiction, but it is what it is, which is legacy. There is something in winning that belt. There is something in saying unified champion. There would be something in saying eventually undisputed.
I'm not gonna lie. I never was like, oh, I'm not gonna watch that fight. And then somebody was like, but the WBC belt on the line. And I was like, oh shoot, I gotta watch it now. The WBC belt is
That's
on the line.
facts. That's facts.
That's absolutely true.
We barely give a fuck about them damn.
Because if you, 2 Cent, I think you don't give yourself enough credit. I think you're more hardcore than most hardcores. Because like I've been a fan a long time. I do think there's some legitimacy in the belt. I just don't think it's the end all be all, right? Because it depends on the situational. But I do think, and I think what he's admitting to is that Zuffa basically, they did all this stuff to separate themselves. They don't have a legacy without traditional boxing. They can't stand alone without leeching from traditional boxing. And that's where they're at this impasse, because you literally need a favor from traditional boxing in order to legitimize the people you have. And you don't have a separate talent pool. Like boxing found their own talent pool. They don't want to do the hard work. They don't want to do the hard work. They just want to. They
don't know how. They don't know how.
They don't know how. And they just figure like, oh, I'm friends with the president. I can just do all this and get this through Congress. They don't
think they can do it like they did UFC.
Yeah, it's easy road, and that's why they will never be looked at as like a premier anything, because it's like you don't even want to do the work to build yourself from the ground up. You just want, okay, I need to post off traditional boxing, but at the same time they're trash. The WBC's trash, everything's trash. In the hearing, they trash all the sanctioning bodies. But but meanwhile, you can't do anything and legitimize your league without the same people that you said were trash.
Well, here's the thing. Like I think what Sean Patel is correct though. If the WC like decides not to give them their belt, it just looks bad on them. They're still going to get publicity because they're still pulling in big names. They pull in Shakur. Shakur is a big name. They pull in Devin. Devin's a big name. They're still pulling in names that after a while if let's just say they keep doing that, after a while people are going to look at them as the big one. Right now you say, oh, they don't have legacy. Of course, legacy means you have history. They just started. They don't have history because they literally just started. Right. But as time goes on, if they keep collecting the big names, plus recruiting fighters, up-and-coming fighters, they're going to be a very big thing to deal with. And I don't know if the WBC can see that far.
I get what you saying, Hacker, but no one sees them as a bad guy. Like literally no boxing fan sees them as WBC as a bad guy for taking their belts. If someone comes and says, I'm here to destroy you and ruin everything you have ever dealt with, no one is going to, if anything, we would say they're stupid if they don't fight back. The WBC would be stupid to work with them. You came out and you basically showed your hand and say, here, I'm here to destroy you. Take me to your leader. I'm here to destroy you. You say, okay, come into my home with my wife and kids. That's people have common sense. You don't look bad for not messing with Zuffa. And not only that, Dana White has a terrible reputation. Like the whole world knows. No one's gonna feel bad for you playing the same game and being political. Like Dana White is not respected. No one cares. He's not the bad guy. Dana White literally has open lawsuits. He has a settlement to pay $370 million, over $350 million in settlements. You can't. There's no way they can make the WBC. The WBC has nothing like that, and they have a longer history. The WBC, WBA have been a thing way longer than anything Dana White has been attached to, and they have never had to pay out $350 million in settlements for just breaking rules, breaking laws, antitrust, none of that. So they can't look bad compared to Dana White.
Well, they look bad now. Yeah, they're so let's keep it in perspective. No, people know the WBC is pretty much.
So if they look so bad, why does Zuffa want to work with them?
Right.
So like Zuffa wants their
why does Zuffa? And this is what I was asking earlier.
So y'all lose. You can't win the argument. Hacker is over.
They're hold on 1 second.
Man, Hacker, you still talking?
They have ring cards, don't they?
You
what
don't have to go
doing
fight
now,
at no goddamn Zuffa or no Zuffa.
what Zuffa is doing now is because the fighters that they're collecting still have titles with them, so they want them to work together.
Benavidez has
so they can
already
still
been
make
on
those
ring
fights
card.
happen. They want the big fights to happen. Like
that's not the hold up.
It is the hold up because guess what? If, like they're having
No, I'm saying the Zuffa thing is not the hold up because you have ring cards where everybody's been participating.
Exactly. Yes. But then you have the people like the WBC that don't want to do it because they know ultimately it helps Zuffa, you know. And I think that's
hold
what
on,
it is.
y'all.
So we shouldn't have a Ryan Connor Ben fight neither, right?
Let's see what
you can't look bad next to Dana. Dana's terrible.
Anna Hearn talk about.
Stevenson. Yeah. That kind of opened the door for you to work with Shakur, obviously.
No, Shakur signed with Zuffa, so that'll be him moving forward. But I just don't know who they're going to put him in with. Because you see, Zuffa are paying, like as a business, they're paying these guys 5 times more than anybody else is paying. To fight who? Like, who are you going to put Shakur? You can put Shakur in with O'Shea?
5 times more than anybody is paying them. And shout out to them. Let them get their money. Congratulations. Who y'all think they finna fight though?
You saw
Getting
Shakur.
paid 5 times more than what anybody will be willing to pay them. Like why? You see what I'm saying? Like you gotta to me.
That's
to me. When shit be too good to be true, it probably is, bro. And to be getting and to be. Somebody got a mute, man. What is that? Who is that? Rich, is that you?
Nah.
So I'm not taking 5 times more than I should be paid from Dana White. Like that just don't even sound like a good idea. Because I don't know, maybe they making sure their contracts is ironclad and all of that, and maybe it might work out for them because they're the first line of people, and they need people with names, and they need to build it up and do all of this. So shout out to them. Okay, so the next question is, who are they going to fight? Because for years, I've been hearing people complaining about fighters making money and they quote unquote ain't fighting nobody. So I'm wondering if y'all are gonna feel the same way if these fighters go over to Zuffa and get paid 5 times more than what they should be paid, and they fighting Liams and Padleys.
You said people making money and not making the fights.
She's saying that people
making money and not fighting nobody with names, nigga. They just getting overpaying niggas. Come on, man.
They're not really overpaying people. They're just paying
anybody.
Fighters is not
overpaying people.
There's only a handful of fighters that's actually selling and making money. Like 90% of these dudes is not making no money or
you can fight Gary. Shakur can fight Gary Russell.
No, I'm saying like
fight Gary Russell.
I think
they ain't making no bread, man.
I think paying to fight a real fight. No?
I think if you paying someone 5 times the money that they've been making, this we don't know if it's true or not anyway. But I think if you is paying it, I think you should pay his opponent damn near the same amount. So I feel like it's gonna be some money behind some real fights that they want to see to get their money back. So
when that's gonna happen,
they definitely gonna be probably throwing money at another person that you know what I'm saying to make these fights happen. They got to do it. It's pointless not.
So they gonna lose double the money. They're gonna lose double the money.
How would you lose double the money if you paying it
if
for
I'm
opponents?
paying you 5 times more than what you're worth, I'm going to lose money because you're not gonna generate 8 times more than what you're worth, so I can make a profit.
But he never said that it's gonna be all in one fight. He's saying it's like deals that's going on. So it could be a 10 fight, it could be a 20 fight deal, it could be whatever it is. So you don't know. So that's what I'm saying. Nobody don't know because nobody not back there with them with these contracts. Not even this guy on the screen. But at the end of the day, 5 times more. I'm pretty sure that Dana White gonna try to get someone competitive to fight these guys for them type of deals. I don't think he's just gonna go out like that. He ain't no turkey.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm. That's the big question, Rich. Who they gonna fight? That's the same thing Eddie Hearn's saying. Let's see what else to say.
Foster and give him $15 million. I mean, good luck to Shakur. I love him. I said to him, fucking great, mate. But yeah, it's a weird model, and it's a model that's not going to last very long.
He said it's a model that's not gonna last very long. I'm telling y'all, man, these fighters about to get paid peanuts. Did y'all hear what Greg Hackett said?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
Let me find the video.
I heard. I remember you. Somebody saying that Greg Hackett said they offered one of his fighters somebody, but I also heard. Tank coach Coach Kenny say that they it's good over there with your Lil Hackett. So.
What do you mean with your little hot Hackett?
Turkey ruined boxing.
He was basically saying it was some good, basically saying.
So while she over there looking for that video, when did you ever? Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Jalil Hackett went to Zuffa?
Yeah.
I told you Zuffa's growing, man. Yeah, people keep playing.
Yeah,
Zuffa.
so I done heard Kenny. I done heard Kenny say something different on Mill City, and y'all saying on Greg Hackett saying something different with his fighter. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Jaleel Hackett is on Zuffa. They really taking off.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. Like I guess
this is what I want to know.
People only see and believe what they want to believe and see what they want to see.
This is what I want to know.
It means that they're lowballing some fighters and some fighters they offering money to. Rich, fuck is you talking about?
He don't know, but
so I guess that
what the fuck is everybody else paying? Shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what's the point of that.
You heard over there, Andre?
So this is, I would say, I think was so interesting. I don't know. I don't want to claim I know exactly what they're offering, but based on some financial analysis, and even from like their very like when they first came into the door, we knew they were going to take some losses, which I think is what every just like the startup cost is always going to be more, right? You can always make more later. This is what makes these purses sound like this irrational. So just for context, remember when Bob Arum signed the deal with ESPN, and I think they got like 80 to 90 million annually. And I know that so you got to remember, we all know like Bob's kind of cheap, wants to make a profit off stuff. We saw the fights we got from that. We got some decent top rank fights. Okay. But that was like, 7-8 years ago? Maybe a little longer. You got to count inflation. So now, TKO has which is Zuffa, they have a deal with Paramount. It's $100 million annually. So just a little bit more. But again, multiple years later, the cost of things are different. So basically, if they had done this 8 years ago, it'd have been like basically they've probably been valued at like, I'm just going to guess a gander, 75 million, whatever. So you have $100 million a year. So that's what that's their operation cost, that's their fight purse pays, all that for the year. Now again, you can sign people and then you got to pay them. If you sign, it's better for them to sign fighters long term because then like the payout is over multiple years. But if you're offering people $15 million one fight deals, that right there is 15% of your entire budget. You haven't flown anyone out, you haven't gotten a hotel, that's 15% of your entire budget. So I'm just doing the math. And this is just basic common sense. That's unlikely, right? Unless it's a huge star that you feel like it's going to be a huge investment, right? But there's certain fighters that you're going to go ahead and put that money up, right? So that's all I'm saying. So now you're saying, okay, they're going to get your court, going to get 60 million up. Like with all these fantasies and rumors, their budget is gone for this year. So yeah, now you guys are looking at 2027 budget, but then again, you also have to have undercards. You have to have all these, it's a lot of money that goes into this. So I'm just being very just thinking common sense and just basic arithmetic. It's very unlikely for some of these persons that people are saying, but if people want to believe it, fine. I think I'm beyond the point of debating with people.
But how do you
just started
wait?
watching boxing the other day?
How do you know that?
Read it. I'm. Can I finish my sentence? I think I'm beyond debating with people who don't read anything beyond boxing, and it just is what it is. We had the report. It is what it is. I'm just not about to debate with folks.
I don't know about that.
I think we're beyond.
Well,
that
you can
point.
tell us what the articles are. So I mean,
I was
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that.
I know. Well, no, you did mind it because I was trying to get y'all earlier. Y'all interrupted. You absolutely do mind it because I was trying to give you that information earlier. You interrupted me. And I don't repeat myself.
No, I didn't ask you about an article earlier.
No, but earlier I offered the articles, but you wouldn't shut up.
Just like you give her citations.
Just like you're interrupting me now.
All right, hold on.
No need
for explanation. Just say
hold on, I need one mic. Y'all messing up my playback. I
mean, obviously, Zuffa's gonna.
You have information because you don't have the patience.
Hold on, Drew.
Okay, promoter.
Hold on, y'all. Relax. I'm trying to find this video of Greg Hackett, but I can't find it.
No, I remember you were saying something about Greg Hackett. I just know that Kenny said something different. So like you said, some people say this, some people say that. They probably offer niggas like Greg Hackett fighter 5 fights, $5,000. You know what I'm saying? That's what they think he worth. You know what I'm saying?
And then what y'all gotta understand, they paying these fighters all this money now. That means fighters ain't finna get paid. It's almost like y'all gonna get punished for what we had to pay these fighters to get this shit rolling.
I think if, like I said before, or like a few months from your pen, I think if Dana get someone over there that's good, I don't think that he gonna just let them slide with a bunch of easy fights. You know what I'm saying? And he paying his money. I don't got that.
No, ain't. That's what I like about
I don't got that. He ain't do it with UFC. He ain't do that with nothing. So I don't got him. I don't got him trying to make easy fights. So when people say that, someone going over to Zuffa, they not gonna make these fights happen, then let Dana them be dumb. I don't think Dana them dumb like that to do that. I think Turkey is, but I don't think Dana is.
That's one thing you can say about the UFC. They make everybody fight. Everybody. Every single guy.
And that's just what I believe. I can give a fuck about that.
They make it the UFC.
Hey, hold on, because
what big fight they make it the UFC?
Because when people gonna sit there and say, "Oh, you Dana, you riding Dana, you pro Dana," nah, that's just what I think about Dana White. I can give a fuck about him. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that he won't make no easy ass fights for a good amount of money.
Yeah, to protect fighters and shit.
I don't got him doing that at all.
No. Protect fighters all the time.
Well, you know what's so interesting
All
right.
You gotta be Dana's friend. Dana's like you kissing
What's so funny about
what big fights they make at the UFC? Did they make John Jones versus Ngannou? No. They make fucking.
That's the only nigga y'all focus on is John Jones, a retired nigga.
No,
that was the biggest thing they could have ever made.
The first thing you did was bring up a retired fighter.
Who retired fighter?
Very much retired. Yeah.
John Jones.
John Jones is retired when first and gone was like.
That's it. But they wanted him to fight.
Bro, you went straight.
That's what the people wanted. This was years ago, dog.
We don't have to speculate. We don't have to speculate about
this shit crazy, bro.
I'm gonna have to mute y'all, bro. Seriously, all the talking over each other. Come on, y'all. We don't, y'all know we don't do that over here. Come on now, one at a time. Y'all messing up the playback. This is 2 Cents After Dark. It's the best show on YouTube. Y'all messing up the playback.
Absolutely.
And every time she say that, nigga, you the first person to talk. Calm down. I can let somebody else talk.
Oh, hold on. But she said one person at a time. I'm still just one person.
All right, hold on. Let's see what Bernie talking about. You gonna like this one happen.
Oh my God. So
Jay Hustler, thank you for the 2-piece. He says, break down Keyshawn beats Haney. Break it down for them.
It's a great fight, and I'm not going to go into this and to that. Keyshawn style is Keyshawn style. I think it's a great matchup. I favor Keyshawn to win. Keyshawn is an animal. You know what I mean? He does everything in there, and when he's going to get in there with a Devin Haney or any other likes that he feels threatened by, he's going to be at his max. I don't doubt that about Keyshawn Davis. It's a super fight that should have happened. It's a big fight. Now, Keyshawn is only, 14 fights, something like that. Devin Haney got 30-something fights. Okay, so the experience edge goes to Devin Haney. All right, now, but Keyshawn, the way he is, like he said, he believe in himself. Let's do it. And it won't be no excuses. It won't be no excuses. You can pick who you want to pick. You can go with Devin Haney because of the experience. You can go with Devin Haney because of his attributes. He has a great jab. He moves. He knows how to tie up when he does. Okay, but Keyshawn is explosive. He has a great jab. He goes to the body well. Okay, so it's an explosive matchup. All right, and Keyshawn gonna get busy with it, and that's just it. If anybody gonna get busy, he gonna get busy. Just like Ray Ford the other night. If anybody is gonna be pick one that's gonna get busy, it's gonna be them two. Keyshawn gonna get it up. Ray Ford gonna get it up. Okay, they ain't gonna sit and run and try to box. And I'm not knocking nobody that do the boxing, that stick to their game. I'm not knocking that. But I'm saying if it's gonna be anybody that engage, them two, since they the last, we talking about Keyshawn now and Ray Savage just come out to fight. They're gonna fight. Them boys like to mix it up. Just like a Boots. He gonna mix it up. Shout out to Boots. He going up on the 26th. If anybody gonna mix it up, he gonna mix it up.
27th.
He gonna mix it up. Boots gonna mix it up. He ain't.
All right, Bernie Bush. Ray did not mix up a motherfucking thing. He ain't mix up shit.
Bro, that's facts. I knew you was gonna say that too. I knew it.
What?
No, Ray
mix up shit.
Basically saying Ray Ford ain't mix up shit. But yeah, Keyshawn and Haney coming
Don't
right
do
on
Ray
up.
like that.
I mean, honestly,
right on up.
Keyshawn do only got 14 fights. I know everybody like, I want this fight, but
I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people was happy when Brian Norman and Devin Haney was about to fight. I think Keyshawn is a fight to be excited about.
Keyshawn only got 14 fights, bro.
I think
exciting though.
I think I wouldn't even compare no Brian Norman to no Keyshawn Davis
I'm
skill
not
set.
saying it wouldn't be a good fight or they wouldn't beat him, but I think Keyshawn should get more fights. Because who Keyshawn? Because if y'all gotta be honest, who Keyshawn really been fighting for real? A weight drain Pedraza, a weight drain Lemos.
I got Devin Haney. I got Devin Haney versus Keyshawn.
Yeah, I know you got Devin, but I think Keyshawn. I think some of the fights,
But shouts out to Keyshawn that make that fight. You never
Hold
know.
on, we got Dondrick up
Lomachenko
here.
had 14 fights too.
What's up? Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Real had 10 fights for Benavidez.
Hold on, let me get Dondrick in here. Dondrick. Dondrick, why you be letting people call you Dondrickum?
Because I don't be feeling like fixing they terminology. It's too much work.
Dondrickum.
It'd be easy I like the fight. I like Keyshawn because I think Keyshawn, if his head's in the game, he's a wild card. Yeah. He has all the attributes.
I mean, it's a decent fight, but he need to get more fights, bro. At least get him in the 20s.
I don't think so.
That looks good for Devin.
He's almost 28 years old. He might as well get it in.
Dallas.
Yeah, it's a big fight.
How old is Keyshawn? He almost 28.
Yeah.
For real?
Damn.
Yeah, we watched David Morrell David Morrell with 10 fights. So
ain't no way.
I mean, the way I feel about it is that I feel like it's crazy that we went from criticizing.
Ain't no way Keyshawn almost 30 years old. Wait
a minute, he almost 30. How is he?
Media.
They say he's 28.
Nah, he's 27. He about to be 28.
Is
he? Yeah.
Dang. Okay. Well, I mean, the way I see it is this.
Well, I feel
like if people criticize champions moving up to fight other champions, so I can't really because of that standard that was set. I got to look kind of suspect at pulling up contenders, right? Because you're not even a champion, you're just coming up as a contender. If they were to fight, of course I would pick Haney just because I've never seen Keyshawn fight at 147, and he ain't even a champion at the division he's leaving. He's a contender, and I was told that bringing up champions it was foul. So I mean that in the first 5-6 rounds. I mean that's just the rules that was set. So I don't know what to say.
Hey, I don't think he getting brought up. I think he moved up, and they mandated him.
Nope. Everybody that moves up is being brought up.
Oh no, I mean personally. Wait, hold on. Hey, hold on, box hacker. Hold on, box hacker.
Nah, he didn't want to fight Shakur. He
Hold
didn't
on,
want to
box
fight
hacker.
all his brothers.
Hold on,
you
box
might as
hacker.
well move
Y'all
up.
said that if a champion moves up to fight a champion in a new division, even if they're bigger than even if they're larger, physically larger than the person they're coming up to fight, that they would bring that person up. So therefore, if you bring up a contender and they have less fights than you and they smaller than you, no, you're bringing people up as a cherry pick.
Hey, box hacker. Hey, let me speak next.
I just got on
What I'm
Shakur.
saying.
I'm just following the rules, right?
Hey, hold on. What I'm saying is this.
Champion.
I never said nothing like that a day in my life. Second, I think Keyshawn. I'm finished. Can I finish my second? Keyshawn Davis is moving up to 147, and nobody pulled him up or nobody did nothing to him. His last fight was at 140. Wait, hold on. Can I finish?
Pulling someone up, but y'all said
I can't even finish. God damn.
Hold on. Go ahead, Rich.
So Keyshawn moved up to 147 because you see how clearly he's about to miss weight his last fight. He moved up, and then I think the WBO, they mandated the fight for Keyshawn. I don't think nobody pulled him up and said, "Come and fight me," or they sent him an offer. You coming up to fight me? He moved up on his own. Second, I got Keyshawn winning. I'm not with all that trying to compare to another fighter and all this type of shit that y'all trying to do on this panel. I'm not with all that stuff. I got Keyshawn beating Devin Haney, but I'm not gonna sit there and look at Devin Haney as pulling him up as a nigga want to move up himself and he can't make weight. He already said that he was going up to 147 his last fight. He said, I just can't make the weight, basically. He said it when the interview after that 140 thing.
He sat up there and missed weight twice in a row.
Yeah, so I'm
and
not.
Then he don't want to fight his homeboy.
More fights at 135 than Tank, and they said that he pulled them up. So nope, I'm keeping the same energy.
Hold on.
I'm not comparing it to that. And
well, you're not comparing it because you got different rules. I don't.
I don't talk. I never even talked about no other fighter doing this, and I'm not going to talk about this. All I'm saying is I want to see the fight. I want to see the fight, and I think Keyshawn will win. That's all I'm saying.
All right, hold on. Let me get this super chat. Shout out to Big Dog Willie with the $2 in the super chat. He says Tankomaniacs are the reason why we have COVID. Shout out Big Dog Willie for the $2 in the super chat.
Fuck Tank and fuck COVID.
Piggyback off what Rich is saying though.
I just think it's funny. Now, he moving up on his own. Okay, he ain't never.
Hold on, Drew. Let me get Kadir. Kadir, what's up, Kadir? What you got for the show?
What's good? I'm chilling. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, just
you're gonna get it off now. You'll never get it off.
It's a cherry pick, but go ahead, baby.
Just to piggyback off what Rich is saying, Keyshawn's not a contender. Keyshawn is a former champion 135. You don't turn back into a contender. It's a contention. When you become
now you recognize former champions.
Now you recognize a former champion.
No, the argument is him being a contender.
He didn't even get to defend his belt.
Yeah, but he's not.
No, he never defended his title, and he did not. He's a contender from 140, coming up to ever fought in 147.
Like Boots didn't go to 154 and they call him a contender. No, that's not how that works.
Is he a champion at 140? Is he a champion?
Is
he a champion at 140?
Hold on, Drew. Let him talk. Drew, let him talk, please.
Also, you're not pulling somebody up if they're planning to campaign at that weight class, right? I think people try and compare it to people calling like Tank pulling up Lamont Roach. Lamont
Roach fighting
at 130 and he went up to 135.
When he say he a true 135 pounder?
Yes, and he said he was planning to campaign at 135, and he had already campaigned at 135.
You're not pulling somebody up.
And where has his next fight been?
He's still a 130 champion.
Hold up, something is not sitting right because we
No,
set up
he is
here.
not. Lamont is
Hold
not
up,
a
hold up,
130
hold up,
champion.
hold up. Wait a minute, wait. So we set up here and we just clowned the whole 140 because they didn't want to fight each other, but yet we saying this whole other thing where now it's a problem that he moving up. I mean, shit, the nigga missed weight twice and he don't want to fight his brother. So what the fuck is next?
I want folks to keep the same energy. Either you pulling someone up or you not. Because at the end of the day,
He's not
Lamont
pulling
Roach,
up. He's going up.
Had just as many fights at 135 as Tank did. And he had already said
Hey, I
he
want
would
the
move
rematch
up.
to that Lamont
And they
Roach. How
said
about that?
and the same people who want Devin to have his entire pull everybody from lower divisions up said, Tank's pulling people up, despite the fact that Tank is literally smaller than everybody at 130 and 135. Devin is now pulling up people who are not.
He
They're not
didn't
even
pull him up
champions
though.
at the division below. They're not champions the division below. They're contenders. He never even defended his title at 135. So at the end of the day, I'm just keeping the same rules. It's a cherry pick, and you're pulling someone up because
He didn't pull him up, bro.
no one cared that Roach said he was coming up. No one cared that Roach had just as many fights at 135 as Tank did. No one cared that Roach is bigger than Tank. No one cared. So now I'm just keeping the
Roach
same.
ain't bigger than those guys.
Wait, hold
Tank.
on.
That's a lie.
Hey,
That's a lie.
hey, hold
Roach is bigger than Tank.
Thomas Dondrick. Hey,
That's a
Thomas
lie, bro.
Dondrick. No cap. Box. Be more bully. Why nobody not saying nothing about this? Because Keyshawn is obviously moving up on his own. And pulling somebody up to me is somebody still campaign at a weight class and you just all of a sudden pull them up and say, hey, let's fight.
Y'all know that Lamont. Hold on.
None of y'all niggas is not saying nothing.
I thought Lamont was trying to fight Keyshawn.
Hold on. Y'all hear me talking? Hold on. How many fights Lamont Roach had at 130 boxing, Hacker?
How many fights? Yeah, I don't know his record.
Nigga, how many he had since he fought Tank? Where's he been fighting?
Hold on, Thomas. Hold on, Thomas. Watch this, y'all. How many fights Lamont Roach had at 130?
I don't know.
You don't know? How many he had at 135?
I don't know.
One.
So how do you know Tank was pulling him up?
Because he campaigns at 130. He campaigns there.
Oh, he campaiged at 130? Oh, he campaigned there. How many fights
he was a champion at 130, right?
When he fought Tank, he was currently campaigning 130.
How do you campaign at 130 when you got more fights at 135?
They had to get like a special request for you to make the fight because he campaigned at 130. So that's what he called. Like Keyshawn's planning to leave 140 and fight.
Lamont Roach planned to leave.
Like, I'm not gonna say Brian Norman pulled down.
Then Lamont Roach didn't get pulled up. Then he didn't get pulled up if he was planning to leave 130.
Thank you, Rich.
Hold on. I gotta mute y'all because I don't want to yell over y'all. Listen, God damn it. Everybody talking at one time. I know we live. Relax. Can somebody please go to Lamont Roach's box rec and let me know how many fights he had at 130 real quick, please?
But on top of that, Hacker just said,
I want that
At
rematch.
126, Lamont was already at 135 and 130. But okay, I'll go look it up. But
I
at the end of
want
the
that
day,
rematch.
thank you, Rich, for discrediting Hacker. I appreciate that.
and discrediting yourself, nigga. I already said on record, I don't care who y'all favorite fighters fight. All I really want to see is one fighter whoop all y'all favorite fighters. And I'm going to stand on that. And my nigga, what I told you this morning, earlier in this chat, was that Eddie said that he was going to Zuffa. I never said he was a duck. Don't ever come at me, dog, in an inappropriate manner, dog, when I ain't said this. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm telling you, because you say I got a problem talking to people. So to you, Rich, I ain't never said that. Don't come at me, file for some stuff I ain't never said. Your boy is Zuffa bound. That's what his current person that he is contracted to is saying this. And that's why these niggas is up here capping for Zuffa right now, because their favorite fighters is headed to Zuffa Island. My nigga, that's all I said.
Can we get a Lamont Roach rematch?
Thomas, what the fuck is you talking about, man? I still don't understand what you talking about.
It don't. Show the fuck don't.
Hello, just to let
Nigga, you don't understand nothing. All you understand is dollars, and that's your boy Devin, my nigga. That's all you care about, nigga. And you don't sit here and talk for everything. I'm talking to my nigga Rich. I ain't talking to you.
Fights over 130, dog. His first fight
I
was
was
at
wrong.
134.
I said that they had the same amount of fights at 135. I was wrong. He has more fights at 135 than Tank has.
Okay.
He has 13.
Okay.
Majority of his career.
Damn, Boxing Actor, you got to go in
was at
timeout after that.
135.
Yeah, bro.
He
You
campaigns at 130.
He
I don't know.
He
how do
started
you
his
camp?
career.
Oh,
Talking booty chatter.
Lamont Roach.
He was a 130 champion.
Lamont Roach
No,
started his career at 135.
Whoa,
And
he was
then started
130.
his
Panels,
career at
bro. Just be
featherweight
lying.
126.
One mic.
He campaigns at 130.
yeah.
He still he
Lamont
can have 100
Roach.
fights.
Okay, hold on. Wait, listen. How many fights does Lamont Roach have in total?
Let me see.
I don't know.
He had 13 fights while holding a 130 belt. For real?
Yes, this man.
Damn.
I just looked it up.
Lamont
Roach has 21, 26, 27, 28, 20. Okay, so he has 29 fights.
9 of them was at 130.
No, like 13. Hold on. Let me see. His very first fight, 134, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then he went back 13. Hold on. Okay, those weren't. Yeah, before he fought Tank, he had 13 fights at 135.
Okay. He still campaigns at 130.
How many did he have at 130? How many did he have at 130?
And then he got one at 140. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
How many did he have at 130?
Hold on, let me do the count.
And who the fuck did he fight at 135?
Yeah, that's a good question. Good God.
I've never heard of that shit. The fuck?
Because you don't watch boxing, nigga.
And Hacker, ever since he was a campaigning champion at 30.
13. So actually, I'm sorry, it's 13 and 13 then, because one of them was at 29 and a half, and I didn't count that one, but it's no, that's fine.
So half he was
14,
at 130.
14. So yeah, it's about 50% of his fights. He's 50-50.
Yeah.
So he 50-50. Oh, okay. And then in the interview, he said he a natural 135 pounder like Shakur, right?
And just for the record, Tank don't have that many fights at 135. The overwhelming majority of Tank's career is at 130.
Yeah.
He has more fights at 135 than Tank.
Yeah, what, nigga?
Yeah, well, it's the female argument.
He has more fights at 135 and 135 than Tank does.
I don't know why we're going through this whole rigmarole. Like,
who did Lamont fight at 35?
Champion actively when he fought Tank Davis.
So anyway, right, and Keyshawn is no champion at all.
He
actively bring up a contender at 140.
WBA
and
to
Keyshawn
fight
has
Tank.
no belt.
Why did he get such a pressure to fight Tank? Because he was a 130 champion who was planning to stay at 130.
Tank fought an active champion below him. Devin's about to bring up someone who has no belt, bring him up, who has less fights than him, smaller than him.
He didn't bring him up.
Don't have a belt.
Devin might sign a Zuffa.
It's 100 times worse than what y'all was complaining.
He didn't bring him up, man.
He's bringing Keyshawn up the same way y'all said. Thank you. I'm so happy.
Devin Haney is playing. No, wasn't Keyshawn playing the campaign in 27? Lamont Roach wasn't
Devin
playing
Haney versus Shakur.
But isn't Keyshawn trying to fight Lamont though? Did y'all see that? He was trying to ain't he trying to fight?
Keyshawn all over the place.
Want to fight someone small.
So how do we know? So how do we know he's moving up to 147?
Do the Devin Haney.
We don't know that.
Do the
We don't
Devin
know.
Haney.
Stop believing what these niggas be saying, man.
Man,
hold on.
Do the Devin Haney.
Man, I just found out. God
damn, Rich. You been talking the whole night, nigga. Let me get my shit off. Shit.
My bad, big dog.
The WBO order, well, they haven't ordered it yet, but he just came out on their new rankings that came out with today. He's number one at 147. They said soon they are going to order that fight. Probably sometime in the next week or two that they're going to order that fight. So that's when Keyshawn is officially at 47 now. So
that's
so
not.
You're
that's,
telling me so Keyshawn about to skip the line?
Yeah.
That's not.
Y'all been knew he wasn't trying to fight his homies. So what's the problem?
He didn't want to fight the court number one. So they
talking
probably
about
just
that
gave
for a
him
minute.
the status at the next weight class because they ain't got nobody up there with Brian Norman.
Brian Norman fights a good fight too.
And I feel like that's not somebody pulling you up if the people mandated that fight for you to fight them. That ain't
It don't matter if it's mandated. You volunteer.
That's it. So Devin's
going up. It doesn't change the fact.
So Devin not supposed to take.
Nigga, you gonna keep fucking talking when I'm talking to you?
Come on, bro.
What the fuck? You don't hear me, Rich? You just made me forget what I was gonna say. The fuck? You need to learn some hospitality, some manners. If you're moving up, you moving up. I don't care if it was mandated. I don't care if you was pulled up. I don't care. I don't care if you want to dare to be great. It's the same physically. The same thing is happening. Y'all think if the scenario's different, then the same thing ain't happened to you physically. Yeah, it's the same thing, guys. Like, what does it matter? The condition to which you went up. It's the same thing. This is the same physical experience, no matter why it's happening. So whether Keyshawn is moving up or being pulled up, it's the same thing. What is the difference?
He's going up, right? But the different phrase for different circumstance. That's the difference. It's just a different phrase for a different circumstance. That's all.
They have
but
to.
I mean, to be fair, let's be fair about one thing. The Lamar Rose fight, it wasn't even really about the moving up. It was the fight. Nobody really wanted to see the fight at first. Nobody really wanted to see Tank.
Oh my God, this nigga here.
It's not.
I think everybody. You know why? You know why I like this conversation though. Hey, Box Hacker. You know why I like this conversation? Because when Shock fights Shakur at 140, they can't say nothing because they've been saying he been floating all around his whole career. 135, 138, they can't say
his whole career.
He ain't been 130 his whole career.
Yes, he has. He's had that silver belt for years.
Literally,
he haven't been. You want to bet on that, Dodger?
Yeah, because he got locked up with a silver belt, nigga. What you talking about?
Literally,
you want to bet on that?
Everybody is choosing.
You want to bet?
Literally, everybody is choosing Shakur to win. We just didn't want to see it. When he fought Artem, there's never been a fight where Shakur was the underdog. We still want to see the fight. At the end of the day, the whole point of this conversation was that they brought this whole pulling up. I've been watching boxing for a very long time. This whole pulling up conversation was never a thing until Tank fought people who's still bigger than him, and they came up. Now it's not pulling up because these people were still ranked because they have to say, okay,
defending the most ducking nigga in.
They're still ranked. They were still ranked for either they're champions or ranked. The difference is that Tank fought Lamont. Lamont was bigger than him, had more fights at 135 than him. He had all the advantages. In this situation, you're about to fight Keyshawn, who has less fights than you, smaller than you, and is not a champion at the division he's moving up from. He's not.
Can we get a rematch?
Lamont Roach was like a 100
to one. I'm trying to change the subject. I didn't want to change the subject. I didn't want to change the subject because it shows the hypocrisy. The thing is that people don't want to have.
Nigga, can we get a Ryan Garcia rematch?
They don't want to
Can
have.
we get a freaking Rolly fight?
We can definitely get a rematch.
Off. God damn.
Right, y'all gotta relax. That's all I want to say. There is that I just want to show the hypocrisy of they don't like bringing people up. When it's itty bitty Tank, oh, it's a problem. But when it's Devin, who walks around at 170, oh, it's okay.
Y'all the same people that said he couldn't get no fight.
Hold up. One question.
Y'all the same people saying that Devin couldn't get no fight.
You think Lamar?
Andre, you been crying all goddamn night, bro.
Come on now. Like you ain't talking about shit.
Underdog.
Yeah, you talking about bullshit.
If Keyshawn and Devin fight tomorrow, the odds are gonna be way better for Keyshawn than they were for Lamar Roach.
What the heck is Vegas odds got to do with it?
Oh my God! Why the fuck do y'all keep talking about Lamont Roach? We talking about Keyshawn and Devin. I wish I would stop this shit.
Don't bring up the boogeyman. Don't bring up the Reaper, man. Don't bring him up.
You act like Tank's like a little insect. Like everybody.
Y'all being ignorant to how good Roach was ain't got nothing to do
Don't
with
bring
Vegas.
up the Reaper.
I told y'all that Lamont was going to give Tank problems, and Ye told me you just being a fair girl. I told y'all you were complicated for Tank. I said it because I don't just watch big names. I watch boxing. I said this would be a difficult fight. I said he's gonna be way harder than Frank Martin, and he was.
What were the odds?
At the end of the day, how about Devin fight people in his division? What happened to that?
Sound good.
What happened to that?
Yeah, it sounds cute, but like he was 101.
You don't sound cute. You sound ignorant every time.
All right. I'm about to mute y'all real quick because the continuous deflection back to Tank is it's stupid. We're not talking about Tank right now. We're talking about Keyshawn and Devin. because that's what Bernie was just talking about in the video. And I mean, if they fight, they fight. But Jupe is making some valid points. I don't understand why y'all just can't be like, yeah, that's a valid point, but I don't agree. What's so hard about that?
Well, she brought him up,
so this why I
Like
say
boxing hacker just act like he got to disagree. Boxing hacker, you can understand and still disagree. Oh, I get what you're saying, but I don't agree. That's it. You don't got to keep repeating the same thing 30 times. Like you're
I get
trying to
what you're
put us
saying, but
under
I think you're
hypnosis.
wrong. Yeah.
Hey,
I just think you're not bringing.
this is the thing. This is the thing too, sis. It's not. I could care less about all this pull up stuff. I just like the real man. I don't feel like that's a pull up. And I ain't even with Devin Haney on this or none of that shit. I just don't feel like that if somebody moving up, you basically saying that a nigga can't even take a fight. You basically saying a nigga can't even take a fight just because this nigga want to move up to 147 and get mandated. And he want to exercise his mandated. So you gonna fault Devin Haney for that? You can't do that. That's
I'm keeping the same logic, Rich. You know I'm not saying that, Rich. Between you and I, because I think you're a little bit more genuine than Hacker. I'm not saying that. I'm following the same logic that they've applied to other people. I think once you apply a certain standard to one fighter, you have to carry it out amongst them all. Do I believe that? No. I don't believe he's bringing Keyshawn. No, I don't. I think the whole bringing folks up is stupid. I do believe that you shouldn't be calling out guys lower than you. I absolutely believe that. But if someone wants to come up and challenge you, cool. That's not a problem. My whole point was to show the hypocrisy about how one fighter, you say he's bringing them up despite him being smaller than the people he's bringing up. But then when it's Devin, who has a whole list of people at 2 divisions and 1 division lower than him, it's okay. It's a hypocrisy. So I'm not faulting Devin.
You've been a 135 for almost 15 years.
Keep the same energy across the board.
And so when it comes to keeping the same energy, Keyshawn is actually moving to 147. So it's not the same thing as Lamont Roach, who was a
nigga. Where has he fought since?
And was not planning to leave 130 or drop his belts. No, Keyshawn's actually moved to 130, 145, 147, and then he's gonna try to fight Devin. That's the difference. As far as he's still small. No, Tank is not smaller than the 130 fighters. If he was, he would have made weight at 130. He dropped his belt on the scale. Did we forget that?
All right. I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. Another great episode of 2 Cents After Dark. Shout out to Boxing Hacker, Thomas Hill, Juke, Be More Bully, No Cap, Andre, Rich in the building. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for coming up and joining me. Great conversation. I was able to get through a ton of topics today, even though I'm definitely on here an hour and 10 minutes past my normal time. But we had a great show today. I think everybody had a good time and enjoyed themselves. Shout out to everybody that was engaged in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's listening to the replay. Make sure you punch that like and subscribe button. Be sure to support the channel if you haven't already. We still got about another minute or two before I get ready to get up off of here. Very interesting conversations. Very interesting time for boxing. And the reason why I want to talk about these things and talk about the Zuffa is because I want all of these things documented. What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Somebody put it in the chat. I want it all documented. I want to keep the conversations. I want to be able to go back and be like, at this time, this is what we were saying about this situation. So we're going to talk about all of these things, guys. Like, there's no need to come over here and be emotional. We're going to come over here. We're going to talk. We're going to give our 2 cents. We're going to agree, disagree, chronologically. chronologically. Is that it? Anyway, I'm about to get everything started. I'm about to get the membership started. Chronological order of events and keep track of everything. Anyway, I'm gonna be getting my membership and stuff started up soon. I know people been asking me about the membership, but I ain't wanna like just start a membership and not have nothing. So I've been working on some stuff when we about to get that popping, you know what I'm saying? So y'all can become official two centers. We can have our little secret meetings and stuff, you know. But I don't know, man. We're going in an interesting direction. Things are gonna get interesting. Gonna see what's gonna go on with Devin Tank. I mean, everybody's careers is going in such different directions, and it's looking like they may not even, cross paths like that, like we think. And I know a lot of people thinking, well, if Devin and Shakur go to Zuffa, they're gonna fight each other. Well, I mean, Devin and Shakur was both on Matchroom; they didn't fight each other. So I don't think it's a guarantee that just because both of them go to Zuffa that they will fight each other, especially they're in different weight classes. However, maybe that's why Shakur keeps saying he's a 135 pounder, because if he goes over to Zuffa, there's no 140. So he's either gonna have to fight at 35 or he's either gonna have to fight at 47. So I'm really a 35 pounder, man. I don't even really want to fight at 140. Maybe that's what all that talk is about. But listen, y'all, I could keep talking about this. I'm sleepy. I need to go to sleep. I'm already on here an hour and 15 minutes past my time. Listen, I might do a pop-up tomorrow. Cause it's so much more to talk about. Like, it's so much more to talk about. And I want to make sure I have all my thoughts and everything documented through this trend, this pivotal transitional moment in boxing. Like, we're watching history right now as we're going through it. And I wonder, which are you gonna be on the right side or am I gonna be on the right side? I don't know which side we're gonna end up on. But listen, if you don't want your host all in the videos, cussing you out, timing you out the chat, leaving you in the background, kicking you off the panel, come on over to 2 Cents Boxing, where we talk everything boxing and everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Thank you.